Wow.
Hey, what we doing? What we doing? We put the link in these, you know what I mean? So we know what the vibe is. So we know what's going on. Gotta let the people know what's going on. Most definitely. Gotta let the people know what's going on. Let the people know what's going on. Gotta come over to the YouTube. Cause you know this is not gonna last long. This is not gonna last long over here. It's not gonna last long over here. Yeah. BA, what up? 420 low. What up? It's that time. We gotta get into it. We gotta get into it. We gotta talk about this shit, man. We gotta talk about this, man. Let's get to it. Let me send the invites to everybody that needs to be invited. You know what I'm saying? Copy the clipboard. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go messenger. I'm sorry. Nah, copy the clipboard. We're gonna go. We're gonna go YouTube before we get started. Before we get everything going, because this gotta happen. This gotta happen. This gotta happen on everything. This gotta happen. Let's get rid of this. All right. You. It's going down, man. It's just a crazy vibe right now. It's so much to be talked about. This is about to be a teaching moment because we really got to find out what's going on out here. This is what we doing. It's running Juice Banks, man. You know the vibe. Let's wait. I'm just waiting 1 second. Let me set my invites out. We're gonna get into this because we got to talk about this conversation. It's got to be had. It's bigger. It's bigger than what y'all think it is. It's bigger than that. Hold on, I got my drink too. We sipping on gin and juice. Way back. Laid back. OG Glenn, I got a question for you since you here. We pinning it at the top. Okay. Pinning it at the top. We pinned the message. Okay, we pinned. So it's pinned at the top of the chat and the YouTube if you want to hop in. But before we get into that, let's get this thing started right. It's me, Random Jules Banks. I already know what the vibe is. What we doing? That's the name of the podcast. Wavetable Talk, episode 4. 4. We on episode 4. We working. I'm working. I'm working. We gonna get it popping. Shout out to Bag Life. Shout out to RG3. We gotta show some love. Also get into our first sponsor. Yeah, I already know the vibe. Yeah, I already know the vibe. You already know what we doing. Diva Hair Care Products.org. I keep messing my sis. DivaHairProducts.org. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Her products is fire. You know what I'm saying? I love them. I personally like to go with the avocado. This is one of my favorites that I deal with. You know, I've been digging in this thing. You can see that. I've been digging in that thing. I fool with that. After a nice wash, I like to throw this on with a little oil, you know what I'm saying, on top of that. Get a little softy session and rag that up. Take that back out to the yard, to the yarders. You know what I'm saying? And when a rag happened, you already know the vibe. They be on me. Hey, oh my God, I your hair so nice. Oh my God, what you use? You know what I'm saying? I just gotta keep them off me. You know the vibe. I'm out here. I'm outside. But yeah, y'all make sure you go check her out, divahairproducts.org. Also, for those of y'all who may have some issues with certain products or whatever the case may be, whether it's a certain ingredient that you're allergic to, that you may have issues with that doesn't work well with your hair, she can customize you something. She can whip you up something especially perfect for you, specifically for you and what you need for your journey, to help along your journey. Also, divahairproducts.org. Hit her up in her inbox. Hit her up on IG. She's accessible. She will hit you back. Shout out to Big Sis. divahairproducts.org. Yeah, I mean. All right, man. Let's get into it. Just so y'all know, the live on Facebook will be ending soon. You know what I'm saying? We'll be ending soon. I'm just waiting for a few more people to jump in this thing. Arlo, tap in. You know what I'm saying? I got Brett in the green room. He waiting. We're gonna talk about some things. I'm waiting for my man Just Wavy to get his stuff together. But I want to speak on me personally, my thoughts of the Wave of Thrones 5. Shout out to Breast Connections. Shout out to the whole admin staff over there. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. But real quick, though, before we get into that, I want to shout out OG Glenn. This is an OG can from OG Glenn. Y'all already know. Y'all make sure y'all go support him and what he got going on. I got it on deck. This is only for steaming. We don't use this every day. The supply is limited. Yeah. So y'all make sure you go check him out. Inbox him. He's only doing orders through inbox, as I've seen the videos and all the promo he's been doing. Y'all make sure to go get the real mink mix. It's down there. The real mink mix. OG Glenn. Y'all make sure y'all go do that, man. Shout out to OG Glenn, man. I love the brand. We all love the brand. Y'all know the vibes, okay? Now, this live will be ending in about 5 to 10 minutes. We will be over. You will have to come over to YouTube. I already pinned the link to my YouTube and on Breast Connections Live and the Waves Our Life Live. So I'm gonna get my thoughts on what's going on. We're gonna bring some people in and we're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about this, man. Me personally, the caption that I put up is, did Drina deserve to win? Did she deserve to win? And I know a lot of people's low key, you know what I'm saying, had they chats, had stuff that they was talking about, you know what I'm saying, in their chats, but everybody, they don't want to, nobody wants to feel like they negating or they downplaying her win or making her feel like, she didn't deserve to win. But the question is the question, did she deserve to win? You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say this before I answer that. I'm going to say this. This is what I, me personally, this is what I witnessed watching that tournament. And I'm going to keep it a stat. I got love for everybody in the game. There's no hate. It's none of that. I'm going to keep it a stat. There was a lot of niggas that dropped the ball. It's a lot of people dropped the ball. It had a lot of bad games. I don't know what they thought this was. That's where I'm at with it. What did you think this was? Like, what did you think this was? Did you think this was just some come out and, shoot a collage to OG Nick and, however it go, it go. However it happens. We'll play it out. We will watch and see. I'm going to watch and see. I don't know if people thought that this was for fun. This wasn't fun. This was war. This was war. This was the chance to step out there and let people know you outside and you should be considered to be number one, or you are number one. This is for a belt. This is for a belt. People got on their shoulders. They out here. They outside. Zay Wavy outside with his belt. GB outside with his belt. Now that's a different type of. This ain't no trophy. Now I get trophies out. So we're not gonna downplay my trophy giving. I be giving trophies out, okay? But the belt, that's different. That's a different type of brag. You bragging different. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people dropped the ball. It was a lot of ball pause being dropped out there for real, man. And what pissed me off the most was the cuts. I felt like there was a lot of people who cut low, who cut before this in preparation for it, and that wasn't a good idea. Sometimes it's best just to stay wolfing. Just to trim. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people have bad cuts or maybe I don't know, but you gotta be mindful of your light areas. You gotta be mindful of your struggle areas. You gotta be. You've been in the game too long to not know that your sides is light. Your crown is light. So when you cut that, you gotta make sure that is dark. I don't know if you self-cutting or you going to the barber. However it gotta play out, communication needs to be had, man. I'm frustrated because listen, it was a great tournament. There was tough battles along the way. But I feel like the people who I had to take it, I knew Drina was outside. I didn't know she was outside like that. But I knew she was outside. But I had other people who I thought was going to take it. I thought Lamont had a great shot. I thought Reef had a great shot. Shannon, Javion, I thought they had the shots. I'm like, yo, this might be my four. This is my four. Lamont, Sharif, Javion, and Shannon. You know what I'm saying? And then once I seen Gifted collide, we got to talk about it, man. Listen, I had Gifted winning the first round versus Dreamer, and I'm standing on that. You know what I'm saying? But we need to get the people in here who can discuss this. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? This judging needs to be clarified. We need to talk about this. We need to come up with a standard of what it is that we're voting on. These categories need to be explained to people. We need to figure it out as a community. We need to figure it out so everybody's on the same scale, because there's different people seeing different things. We're seeing different things. And it's to the point where it's like, yo, bro, what was that? How did you come up with that? You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. And that's the thing. Nobody wants to challenge the OGs. Challenge me. I'm not that egotistical. I'm not that, I don't feel like I'm above anybody. I make mistakes. I'm human like the next man. Point something out to me. Yo, why you being weird to me? God, you said you love me. Sheesh, when I say that, when you had the brushes up, sheesh. Oh, man. Listen, let me send out a what's the name? Let me get my homie Brett in here, man. Brett, y'all welcome, Brett. Shout out to Brett. Brett, can you hear me? Brett, you on mute, bro.
All right, how about now?
I can hear you, bro. We good.
All
Good. 1 second, Brett. Let me just send a message. Let me send send the invites out to some of the other judges. Let them guys know I'm live and they can come in and pop in and we can have this conversation, because I'm confused about a lot of things, and we gotta figure this out, man. You know, we gotta come to, and and it's some questions also. You know what I mean? I don't agree with every vote that you had, but we could talk about it. Where is just okay? And if you in here, if anybody wants to tap in, the link is at the top. It's pinned at the top of the chat, and I'm about to end the live on Facebook. So when I get done sending these messages out, y'all better make sure y'all get over to YouTube. Get over to my YouTube page, because we're not gonna do this. I'm not gonna run it on both on all three pages, because y'all killing. I need my watch time. Y'all killing my watch time.
I shared them.
Yeah.
I shared the link.
Oh, I appreciate it. Hey, yo, Brett. First, I want to say this, Brett. I appreciate you for supporting me, man. Like, low key, I've been seeing you, and you definitely, every time I got something going on, every time I post something, and you always like it, you always say it's dope, and you comment, and I appreciate you, bro, because that's what the game is missing as a whole, the support. Everybody, nobody wants to show love to the next man. Nobody want to buy nobody else's product. Nobody want to share nobody else's posts. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
we really doing? So
And it's
leave
free.
that there. And it's free. And it's free. And it's free.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some guys in here. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. What's going on? We got
That's
Big
true.
T. We got the
Arlo.
Alabama hitter in here. We got
He-
Arlo in here.
What's
And I
happening?
wanna- What's going on? What's
man?
going on? But I want to say this though before we continue. Hold on, I got to get rid of these other platform. Listen, I'm leaving Waves on Life, and I'm leaving Rush Connections as I speak right now. We're leaving those. You got to mix it. If you want to see it, you got to come over here. You got to come on YouTube. All right. Save the changes. We down. Okay, now we good. Now this is what I want to give to Aldrina. I'm sorry, to Waldrina. This is how I feel. I feel like she deserved to win. I feel like she deserved to win for this reason right here. She put a collage together that was superior than everybody else's, in my opinion. Her quality, everything all together, it was top notch. You can't take away from what her collage looked like outside. And people don't understand picture quality is not a category, but it plays a factor in the judges' minds. Your waves have to be visible. Your lighting has to be good. Everything needs to be official for you to be able to make this collage before you even submit it. It needs to be that. But I wanna ask you guys a question. I'm gonna start with Big T. I know he on the road moving. Big T, the voting, the categories. Do you feel like that these categories are actually? You think people like the judges understand them, or is the community not understanding them? Because that seems to be the big conflict. Like that's where everybody's having trouble understanding.
Well, man, to be honest, if you voting on a tournament as prestigious as Wave of Thrones, bam. I hope you know the categories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
And the people in the know in the community, they know what's going on with the categories. Only thing that I can say is sheesh, everybody got their own perception of what they see. But I saw some votes that I was just like, dang, gifted don't have a fork in his head right now. I ain't saying he's flawless. He don't have any forks though. And him to lose the conviction was crazy. You know what I'm saying? As far as
And let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I'm sharing that right now. I'm sharing that right now. Let's talk about that right now. I had Gifted winning that against Waldrina.
Right.
I don't know if you can see it while you're driving. Arlo, can you see it? Brett, can you see it, Brett?
I can see it. I'm trying to pull it up too. I'm gonna pull it up on my
I
side.
can see it.
Okay. My categories, I gave Waldrina Crown. I gave Gifted Connections. Definition, you can weigh that out a certain way, or whatever the case may be. But because of the lighting, and I'm judging what I see. And
Right.
we talking about this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because of the lighting on his top and on his side, I still can see his waves, but not as crisp as hers. So I gave her definition. I'm judging definition off the visible waves. If I can see it, how defined your waves are, that's what I'm going off of, right? So
Right.
I gave flow to Gifted. Directs, yeah, these are grown folks. We've been around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So that shouldn't even really be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's to the point where flow, directs, connections, definition, crown, what else am I missing? That's pretty much it. I gave pretty much all the other categories to Gifted, besides definition and crown. The definition and crown I gave to Drina. I gave Gifted flow and connections, I feel like those two outweigh what she has for me.
Right.
Am I wrong for that? Or I mean, Brett, how did you score this?
That's what I was trying to find out. Where's that? Who posted that battle?
I got you right now.
The thing Nick Cole posted. No. Banks, didn't you post that?
No, I didn't post it. I got it. I got the comments right here.
Ellis posted it. Ellis
I
posted it.
I got the comments right here.
Yeah, pull them up.
I got the comments right here. Okay. Brett, you gave Crown a tie. A little blurry. Waiver 2, underdeveloped. Flow a tie. Connections a tie. Definition waiver 2. Directs waiver 2 because you can see their entire pattern of picks. Overall waiver 2. Overall waiver 2.
So he gave overall to 2 off of directs. Directs was the deciding factor.
That's what we asking.
No, it was the definition. Waiver 2 got definition too.
But you gave how do you judge connect? You had connections at a tie. How did you come up with that?
The connections is a tie because of Gifted's crown. The waves, they look like right where you can see that dot, but to the right of that dot is it's blurry. It's not a clear connect.
Undefined.
It's not a clear connect. And then about Waldrina's crown, I said it looks undeveloped because the right side is like her crown, and then the top right side, there's no connections there.
Yeah. I agree with that. But my thing is, this is my question: is connections? Oh, we got Rod T. We're gonna add Rod T. And Rod T, what's good, bro?
What's happening?
What's happening? We lined it up. Have you been listening in, or you just tapped in?
I just tapped in.
Okay. We going over the Gifted and Waldrina battle. I had Waldrina. I had Gifted winning the battle, but we just going over. I have a question about now. You say now, does that not just go into definition? Because Brett was saying that his Gifted's crown is kind of it's distorted. But my thing is this: if something is undefined, do you count that as a non-connection? Like you have to count that as a fork if it's undefined? Like
no, it's not. It's not a fork. It's just blurry. Like from this point of view, maybe it's because the 4-way was stepped on. As we know, you send it in and then they repost it. But those waves don't connect. They just kind of stop at the top half of his head, right before his crown, and then they begin again under his crown. And it's just like a blank space right there where there's no defined rows.
I feel like it's connected, but it just the light done washed it out.
Yeah. Washed. It looks washed.
It does look. Hold on, Rod T. Let me see how you voted, Rod.
I can see what you're saying.
Let me see how you voted, Rod. Okay. Oh, you gave it Gifted. He had Gifted winner too. Crown 1, Flow 1, Connections 1, Definition tie, Directs tie, Overall 1. Overall 1. Now with the definition, how you feel as though that definition was a tie, Rod T?
Well, I mean, like she got a discrepancy on her crown too,
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as the definition, both of them got discrepancies, in their crown areas. I mean, his is probably connected, but it just washed out by the light. Hers is, it's from what I'm looking at right there on the left hand side, it's kind of washed out.
Yeah, so, I see it. It's pretty much undefined. So
it's really just the side of it's probably the side of the crown that she's trying to force out of the swirl. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. So you pretty much judge your definition off of both of their crowns, both of them having crown areas that were undefined.
Right.
So you said both of them got this crown area that's undefined. Definition is a tie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me, again, I gave the definition to Drina because of that reason. Gifted lighting is a little, you know what I'm saying, is washing out some areas, and Drina's waves are collage is crisp. Like we can't front on that. Collage is crisp. Waves is being able to. I see more of her Waves than I see Gifted. He has a, on the top, it's a little washed, a little bit, but you can see it, but not as well as her top. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I gave it that. But my thing is, like, I wish we could home. We got home. We got one more guy. Big T, how did you score this, Big T?
Man, I couldn't remember. I can't remember. I know I had because I'm watching from the sidelines because I was competing too. Bad haircut, but I was competing too. Yeah.
Yes. I was talking about you earlier. Was you in here when I first started talking?
Yes, sir. That's why I popped in.
I was talking about you earlier. A lot of people dropped the ball in this tournament. There was a lot of low cuts. I don't know what lay preparations people was taking. And for instance, Nate had I don't know what his lay was. I don't know if it was a picture quality. If he didn't, like, I feel like for me and Nate may have a similar texture, similar curl pattern. You got to do a clan leg.
But it was the picture, because he dropped that picture in a different. I seen it on a different platform, and it was way clear.
It was the templates. It was the templates that were used to drop the battles. It was the templates.
Drip, what's going on, Drip? Well, y'all welcome Drip to the show.
Rod T.
Drip, what's going on?
Arlo.
What's happening, Britt?
Hey, Rod T, I never saw your face before. I thought you was a famous bot.
Wolf status.
Right. That's a fact.
I thought you was a wolf bot.
A wolf bot. You see me in the place.
If you look at those same 4-ways that were used for Wave of Thrones, they were also competing in Shark Week. Same 4-ways, 2 different types of qualities. So the qualities were stepped on for Wave of Thrones. The quality of each 4-way was stepped on when entering it into those battle templates.
You also got to take in consideration, whoever the host is. Some hosts go to the extent of, adjustment for presentation, and then some hosts just put whatever you put out there. If your lighting ain't right, that's on you.
That's how it should be. A host should not be telling you how to present a 4-way. You got a team for that. Or
I agree with that.
Or you got there's so many people running campaigns the fall hitman campaign is going on now. So it's literally people teaching you each month how to present a 4-way, how to be out here battling. So there's no excuses when it's Wave of Thrones. If you turn in some bullshit, it's on you. You feel me?
I want to get into this battle right here. This Nate and Lamont battle.
It was stepped on. Look how fuzzy that is.
Yeah, fuzzy wuzzy.
We didn't get the best out of either one of these opponents, and they're both great opponents, both great brushwork ethics. You feel me? And we didn't see this ain't seeing the best of them. And then you can see these same 4-ways on ES right now. They don't look like this.
My thing is this: which one of y'all are actually giving the crown vote to Nate?
I don't vote, so I'm gonna be quiet on this one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pull it up. It might have been me.
I got it on.
I'm giving the crown vote to Nate because I can't really even see Lamont crown.
Yeah, his is overexposed.
It's blowed out.
But I feel like Nate has that issue on the top when you really can't see his connections as well. All of who you giving it to?
If we score Nate like that, right? If we're gonna be as critical on Nate on that very part, we have to also be as same as critical on Drina on her crown.
We're gonna get into that, Drip. We're gonna get into that, Drip.
I think it's the northeast hemisphere of the crown.
Hey, so if you brush Beehive, you know that your mechanics move better on that right east hemisphere than it does on that northwest hemisphere.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's what that is.
Because you breaking the swirl right there. Everything kind of flow on the right side automatically, but when you trying to break that swirl side, it's gonna look funny.
It's difficult.
Right.
It's very, very difficult. It's very difficult. But
yeah,
me and Arlo, how you scoring this, Arlo?
So all right, I'm looking at it now. So both of their crowns is exposed to Nate top. I can't see the back of his top near his crown in a crown shot or his top shot.
I feel
His
like I can see
connects
more
look
Lamont.
good. The light messed him up, man. Lamont got his. I think that's his right side is bad. And his crown exposed. And Nate got the 2/4 that I can see, but I can't see the top part of his crown. I don't know because, like you said, it's stepped on or it's the light. But
I don't know the stepped
This is what I'm
on.
going with. This is what I'm going with. I'm seeing a lot of
I feel like we got
crown waiver 2, connections waiver 1, definition waiver 1. Beans connect crown 2, connections. Everything else is a tie. He got flow tie, definition tie. And how can you give that definition tie? Like this is some of the stuff that I don't know what we judging on. I don't know.
You can't
how
judge
we
on something you
calling
can't
it.
see. It's just I don't know. Like maybe the host or they need to come up with a better word with templates.
can't see, but I feel like people know what's there and they're judging it based off what they're seeing in these people from all like what they know. Like you feel me? I feel like when it's a battle, we gotta judge what we seeing here. You said that you covered that on the last one. We must judge what we are presented with, not what we know.
Yeah. Brett, I don't see a vote for you on this one. I guess they turned the comments off on this one. On you.
Yeah, no, I was doing bars and brushes that night.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the second round. This is the second round. So how would you score this, in your opinion? How would you score this?
Overall,
let's just go by the categories. Let's go down the categories.
All right.
Connections.
I would have tied it.
Definition.
Another tie.
You giving tie a definition?
Yeah.
Just make a
it's because of Nate's crown, the way it's blurry on the top side, and then Lamont's crown is overexposed, but his left side is symmetrical, the right side is symmetrical, the top is laid nice, they're rolled up on both patterns, and both crowns is where they tie out to me.
You can see the definition.
Hold on, Drip. I'm gonna ask this to Rod T and Brett real quick, and you too, Big T. What do y'all consider? What do y'all judge definition? What is your definition of definition? I'm gonna start with Rod T.
Well, I mean, as far as definition go with me, it's how easy can I see your waves in the pattern? Do I got to zoom in? Is the lighting, do you have the lighting set just right where I can just see all the connections, or do I need to do certain things in order to make your connections be seen? See what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Do I need to tweak the phone a certain way, or
pretty much how visible your waves are?
Right. Or do you have your head cocked a certain way? Because it looked like on Lamont's left hand picture, it looked like his head kind of cocked a little bit.
Yeah, he got it going back a little bit.
He got his head up a little bit. Not really direct. It's kind of above the picture. Like
So it's sort of like you trying to make it where your waves are defined, but the way you got your light set up, you trying to make it where you cock your head a little bit.
Because that straight shot is not gonna show your definition if you lack in definition.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, my man right here, what his name, Nate. He just got straight to the ear hole. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. He is.
But ain't that direct though? Like if he,
they both are direct. They both directs. But you know what I'm saying? Like when you talking about definition, I just feel like if I got to do certain things, to make it look.
But ain't that like we battle, right? We battle for categories. So if my definition don't pop unless I tilt my head in, I want to get definition and lose directs. But you shouldn't lose directs and you shouldn't lose directs and definition if you see my waves.
This the Olympics. We gotta follow the rules presented to us. If
like I say,
what I'm saying is categories though. It's categories. So if I'm giving up a category to win one, I shouldn't lose both.
Yeah, some people might be like, fuck that. I got them on everything else. You can have directs. But also, if you here to compete, and we're saying we're saying that hey, you have to give a direct shot. You should be giving a direct shot. You shouldn't be. It's 4-way manipulation, and then it's 4-way presentation. Don't try to manipulate the 4-way to give it what you. Be straight up with that motherfucker. In my opinion, sorry about that.
Do that though. It's kind of if you do that, just take away directs.
But no, we're not taking away directs because the rules presented.
But you can't tell somebody not to take a direct photo.
You can't tell them not to take a direct photo, but you can tell them, hey, submit a direct. Don't try to do a tilt. Don't try to do it above that. If we're saying direct is in the ear hole, present in the ear hole.
Me personally, I don't think that his shot is indirect. I think he's just his head is just up a little bit. So I think he's trying to show the flow of his waves. I think he's trying to just let you know this is how it flows. Now, if your head is tilted, I can still see the whole side, his whole right side, his whole left side. So I don't think that he tried to manipulate the direct. Right. I don't think he tried to hide anything.
In this one, but in general, not in this particular battle, but people do present four ways where they're manipulating the four-way, where they're taking it to hide forks and shit like that. Because then I see you on live the next day, and I didn't see that in the four-way.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I didn't see that in the four-way, but
a fact. That happens.
And that's, I'm gonna ask, in my opinion, that's cheating. That's juicing.
No, hey, I do agree with that, because you battle at an elite like this, you should be doing direct shots. You shouldn't be trying to.
When it's like this, Labor Thrones, this is for all the marbles. Beat 100. You can't cheat in the Olympics. You gotta come straight up, abide by the rules. They say you can only take this many steps before a jump.
If anybody tilt, they tilt for a reason. You don't tilt for no reason. You know what I mean?
Hold on, guys. I want to ask Big T. Big T, how do you judge definition? What is your definition of definition?
Who waves pop more? Who can I see the definition in their waves without zooming in? You know what I mean? If I got to do something extra to see your roles, then you might just lose that category, in my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And Brett, how about you, Brett? Because
there's going to be the clearness of the row.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
The clearness of the row.
Okay.
Like it's connected. Like you could look at Nate's, like his left side. You could pick out those two middle waves. How you can see it from the top all the way down to the nape of his neck. That's a defined wave. You can see it all the way down, all the way through.
Okay. Y'all running Jews today. Y'all know I'm running Jews legs. Y'all know what I do. But that was great. That's a listen, don't take it as me attacking y'all. It's just taking it as me getting clarity for myself and for the community. You understand what I'm saying? Some of these questions I know the answers to. We all know the answers to. But
this is for those watching. This is for the people watching. This is for the fact watching this months after. This is so when people go vote. This you come get the game. You getting it from some greats right here. I'm not one of the greats because, like I said, I'm still learning. But these are people who know what they're talking about.
They've been around for a little bit. You know what I mean? We got some OGs in here, and these people who actually voted or do vote on battles. So you know. My next one is for me is very tricky, and I feel like it's a conversation that needs to be had because it's tough. And this is the one right here. This is the one right here. And let me zoom it out so we can see it all the way and bring it in. If anybody else want to tap in, Ellis, mind your business. Ellis is hating on me, y'all. Banks definitely knows how to cheat in a battle. Ellis, I beat you, Ellis. The cat's out the bag. I beat you, Ellis. Cut it out. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. I have never lost to a horseman. Okay? Never lost to a horseman. What's his name? Pabon caught a body. Darius caught a body, and you caught a body. Okay? Let me put that out there. Respect my name. You heard? Okay. Now this one right here. This was a tough battle. This was a tough battle right here.
Wait a minute. Why y'all ain't bring up Champ versus JBion? Because that's what I came here to talk about.
We're gonna talk about it, Drip. Hey, do you have a drink? Do you have a blunt roll or something?
No,
I need you to relax. You seem very on edge right now.
You shouldn't have even been here. You shouldn't have been here. We shouldn't be talking about this.
Drip, how you calling it, Drip?
Sharif beat Champ because of Champ slides right there because of right there. That little Sharif is more defined in those little areas to me. Crown, if you want to give Champ crown, but I feel like definition, connections, flow, all of that shit goes to Sharif. I've seen this battle before, and in our chat, we all scored it the same way. We had Reef taking this battle. Yeah, man. This one hurt. This shit hurt. This shit hurt. This shit hurt. It hurt.
Rati gave Crown to 1. I agree with that.
I agree
Flow to 1.
Mhm.
I agree with that as well. Definition tie. Both of them got that. You know what I mean? They both got that. It's those side issues. Directs tie overall 1. I agree with this one right here.
Hey, Bank,
Yes, sir.
give me a second and I'm gonna pop back in.
Do you think, bro? We here.
I found.
No problem.
Yeah,
I'm looking
I
for
think
Justin to
the
get behind.
connection Shannon Crown got him the connect vote, man, because
I mean,
you can
if you-
see all his waves going to his crown. Sharif, I don't know if he cut low or maybe it's the
I think it's the photo.
maybe it's the photo.
Connects though, right? When I think of connects, I'm saying like from the crown
Oh.
all the way to the hairline. If I see any interruptions, discrepancies on my way from your crown to the hairline, that goes into some being wrong with your connections and some being wrong with your flow. So from if I'm starting at both of their hairlines and working my way, they crowns and working my way to the hairline, I see more discrepancies on the way to the hairline in Champs than I do with Sharif's.
Yeah, I do too. Sharif would have won this battle if I voted on it.
If you voted
Because
on it,
I
right?
see
Yeah.
more discrepancies on the way to the hairline. So that's why I'm saying Sharif has better connects because there's less interruptions in his connections. He
It
wins.
looks more symmetrical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wins.
So-
flow because
so
there's
he wins
less
flow.
interruptions in
But
his
connections is a whole different vote. That's a whole different category.
It
You
is,
understand what I'm
but I'm
saying?
saying it's more his connections. I don't see as many discrepancies in his connections as I do in Champs.
Rati, can you explain, Rati, why you gave him connections?
Well, okay, as far as connections and flow, Shannon is on the left, right?
Shannon number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Shannon, he's got skirmishes on the sides, right? From in the little side area, do-rag,
It's a lack of definition.
whatever. The lack of definition, do-rag.
In a low cut. Stop
Okay.
the low cuts.
Okay, but if you look at what my man's name is,
Reef.
Reef. Okay, he's got a big skirmish on his crown
Yes.
coming off the right side, right?
Coming off the
And-
left.
and
That's the
then-
left side, right?
The left side. And then you follow and you look at the left side picture and he got a big fork right there.
Yes.
So that pretty much says that his whole left top area is under a whole shift. So his
Yes.
flow is off. His connects is off. All that's going to get destroyed if he keep brushing the way he brushed. And I mean, so therefore that whole left side is, is falling apart. In order to get better, no doubt. But you know what I'm saying?
Rati, run them jewels, Rati.
He-
What can he do to get better?
I mean,
What
he's going
do you
to
see him
have to
doing
fix
wrong?
it. He's going to have to fix it.
What do you see him doing wrong? Like what angles can he take to possibly correct that?
Well, I mean, he looked like he started pulling too wide on his back left. On his back left, he looked like he started coming out too wide. He didn't keep it tight. So then now instead of it swooping in to the top, it started to try to break out toward his ear. See what I'm saying?
Talking about waiver 2, right?
Yeah, waiver 2. Yeah.
Okay.
So his hook was a little off.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that, and that could happen with anything. It could be a bad wash session. It could be anything, It's like I say, once you get your pattern to a certain level, maintaining that certain level is harder than getting to that level.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I say
You know
that
what I'm
all the time.
You can have it when you got your crown perfect, and by the time you get it, the discrepancies that you fix from your crown to the hairline, you could have another issue coming out of the crown. Perfect example.
Before you know it. So my question to y'all is this, all of y'all. Who deserves to win this battle? I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna start with you. Just give me a waiver. Waiver 1, waiver 2, Arlo.
I'm going waiver 1.
Right, and Brett went with waiver 1 as well.
No, I
Now,
went waiver 2. I got
I'm
waiver
sorry.
2.
You got Reef on this one?
Yeah, I got waiver 2.
What is your deciding category? Let me say that. Let me ask you that.
Well, just the symmetry of Reese looks cleaner to me.
Okay.
Because like Shannon's crown, it almost looks like a capital R in the back.
Like his flow is off. His flow is off.
Yeah, it almost looks like a capital R. And then with Reef, his just looks more symmetrical. The top.
But no, you can't say that though, Brett, because everybody's crowns are different. Everybody's crown won't be the same, but
no,
his wave is coming from his crown. No matter if it's an M, a W, or R, it's still connected.
But what he's saying, but what he's saying is it's the flow for him.
Yeah,
Reef's flow. Yes, he has that issue going into that on that top left. That's a mess. We're gonna call it what it is. That's a mess. Now,
so you saying that waiver 1 not symmetrical like waiver 2?
Right.
Yes, his flow is better.
Yeah,
he's saying coming out of that crown. Yes, he has that mess going into the top, going into the crown. It's a skirmish there. That right there is very undefined. I don't know. And I told Reef this in the live. I was very disappointed in Reef. Very disappointed in Reef. But he won this battle.
So he did win the battle. Sharif won the battle.
Won this battle.
They both got nice patterns though. That's a hard battle to do.
I think Sharif, did you win this battle? Because I got
Reef won this battle.
Overall 2. Kato gave it to overall 2. He gave crown to 1, which is acceptable. Connects to waiver 2. Definition waiver 2. Directions tie and overall waiver 2. Flow tie.
Won't agree with that vote.
I don't agree with that vote either. I don't agree with that vote. Now, Justin, Just Wavy gave crown to 1, flow to 1. I'm sorry, flow to 2. Connects to 2. He gave everything to 2. Directions a tie. You know what I'm saying? Which I agree with that. I agree with that. But it's just, for me, that crown is a deciding factor for me. And that all gets back into preference. For me,
I was just gonna say that. I feel like at all times when judging, it's always gonna be personal preference. It's always gonna be a different opinion.
Right.
We feel like it could have went a certain way. That's why I do like when we have OGs like y'all, we have wolves and shit who voting, because it's so much knowledgeable opinion. I don't like it to just be any or anybody. When it be coming from y'all, I'm able to learn from that shit.
Like you say, when you got a panel of, like you say, OGs and wolves and stuff like that, when it comes down to voting on a high level battle, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got trusted voters, you know what I'm saying, who, if need be, can articulate what they was looking at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, on another note, as far as I don't have no dog in the race. I'm not on no team. I never been on a team. I'm cool with certain people in the game.
Rati is capping. He's on WTBD. Okay, stop telling people lies, Rod. He is on WTBD. Damn.
Cut it out.
Hey, but do everybody vote the same for the category things? So when you vote in crown, right? You look at the crown. You say, you look at the crown, you come to the connects, the force, or whatever. So when people count connects, are they counting the connects overall in the crown and the pattern?
And that's
or they just
let's ask that to Rati and Brett. Brett, when you count connections, are you counting from throughout the whole pattern, or are you leaving crown as separate category? Because I was doing that. I used to vote like that. I used to leave crown as a separate category.
No,
I don't separate them. I mean, it is 2 separate categories, but I look at the overall flow from the crown into the pattern. Like, how does it connect into your right side? How does it flow into your left side? How does it flow into your back? Yeah, I
pulled up this battle. I had to go change.
I connected.
Drip, man, let me hear it, Drip. What you got, Drip? What you seeing? What you seeing, Drip?
Okay, let me get this shit out because this shit hurt, right? because this is why I don't vote. Please, someone explain to me, explain to me, why I see more discrepancies in waiver 1's 4-way than I do in waiver 2. But that's why I need to be educated. Put me up on game. How does this 4-way beat this one? I just don't know what I'm looking at then. I don't know what I'm looking at. And this let me know where I'm ignorant when it comes to voting. Because when I'm not talking about wild factor, I'm just saying, to me, I see one fucking fork on Bonds. Sorry about the cussing again on YouTube. I see one fork on Bonds. But then I know a lot of people like to be critical of his south version of his crown. They like to say, oh, there's a lot going on. I don't feel like they were being as critical on waiver 1's 4-way as they was waiver 2's. Because like I said, I could point out some flaws and discrepancies in waiver 2's that I don't feel like people was judging. And then when I seen the live after, I'm like, yo, wait a minute. That wasn't there. That wasn't in the 4-way presented to us. But that's neither here nor there, man. Next question.
Waldrina, again, I can't stress it enough. Her collage is crisp. It's top. That's a besides that she did it rectangular. You know what I'm saying? Besides that she did it rectangular, but I feel like her collage is very, very elite as far as the quality and everything like that. Judging it, this is how I'm scoring it, right? Waldrina has a crown. Waldrina has a fork in her crown, correct? Are y'all seeing? I'm asking. Are y'all seeing a fork in Waldrina's crown? In Drina's crown?
Eventually it's coming out.
Okay, but it's a fork there. Yeah. Now I see okay. I'm seeing 2, 1, 2. I'm seeing what, maybe 3 forks in waiver 2.
That's what I'm looking. That's how I've seen it.
Yeah. I'm seeing
in the crown or 3 forks in general?
In the crown.
In waiver 2, you see 3 forks in waiver 2's crown?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I said, man. I ain't gonna never be elite.
Listen, let me tell you. Listen,
take my glasses off.
Hey, Drip, let me show you. Oh, Drip, let me tell you, Drip. You see on the top, on the top of his crown, that wave that's not going in the crown. That's a fork. And if you keep going around, there's another wave on the right side that's coming in on the top right. That's not going into the crown. That's a fork. If you keep going down 2 more waves, it's underneath the bottom right is a fork. And I feel like, and maybe one more after that.
And it might just be like with them offset swirls, man. You gotta know how to like hold your hair right to make it hit right.
All together in his, how many forks did y'all count inside of waiver 2's?
It's his crown.
How many forks?
I think he had her outside of that, in my opinion.
He got a left side issue too.
Yeah, left side.
Who posted that?
Huh?
Left side.
Who posted that battle?
I'll tell you right now.
In his 4-way, because we real critical right now on this one. I need us to be just as critical. No.
BC Council.
All right.
BC Council posted this. So this is what the judges are saying. Ellis gave waiver 2 crown. Wow. Ellis. Oh, I wish you would come on here, Ellis. I wish you would. Ellis gave waiver 2 crown, flow 1, connects 1, definition 2, directs 1, overall 1.
So are we gonna pick at the waiver 1 shit too? Because I'm saying sit there. I just want to see. I want to hear what y'all see in waiver 1's. I want to see if y'all point out.
Brett gave crown tie, waiver 1 flow, waiver 1 connects. I agree with that. Waiver 1 flow. I agree with the flow as well. Definition tie, overall 1. Now, Brett, how did you come up with the tie for the crown?
The tie for the crown, because like you said, I do see forks. I see forks in his crown too. Everything don't go straight to the crown. And Waldrina, that same thing with the right side of her crown. There's just there's not a connect there.
Mm. So y'all was going off of actually how defined and so and right you gave crown to Waver 2 as well. Everything else was flow was 1, connects was 1, definition 1, directs tie overall 1. I agree with y'all votes, but it's for me. I feel like Waver 1 won the crown. This is how I feel, and I feel like that because of the fork situation. And I'm just asking for y'all reasons or more understanding of why y'all chose to give the Waver 2 crown, Rod.
Well, I mean, like you say, as far as like Arlo said, it could be, you saying that you see forks, but all the rest of his shots on his collage are not as blown out with light as his crown shot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, it could be and it couldn't be. You see what I'm saying? So it looks good now. I mean, it's offset and it looked good, but I was like, well, I'm gonna give it to 2, but the rest of it, I mean, I don't see her losing. And I didn't even know it was Waldrina when I was voting. You know what I'm saying? I just know it was a good collage. And
OG shit. You're not supposed to know who the waivers are. OG shit. You ain't supposed to know who the waivers are.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You just supposed to just vote on what you see. You know what I'm saying, and call it for what it is. But when you've been around long enough, you start to realize who's who and what's what based on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My nephew is in here. Shout out to my nephew. He said on the street, Waver 2 won. Nephew said the streets is saying Waver 2 took this dog.
You got it.
Shout out to my nephew, man. Shout out to nephew. Right there, nephew.
Yeah.
Nate in here? Is Nate? Has anybody seen Nate?
Nah.
I'd like to give a shout out to Nate for how Nate is holding this all together. I don't know if I could if I was Nate.
Is that the same fork? Is that the same fork on the top side as the left side, right?
For what?
What about the ones behind the ear?
Waver 2. Waver 2.
Y'all called out Reef left ear behind left ear. What about the left ear on Regina's?
I don't see no fork. I don't see no fork behind Waver 2's ears.
Oh, you don't?
I don't see
One of your teammates told me some shit about like afterward. They was like that. They in their words they use. They say, "Yo, that's a dirty." I said, "What, a dirty?" They said,
"That's
dirty."
What?
It ain't a dirty in my opinion, but they're calling it a dirty because they said when they saw it live afterwards, they saw things that weren't presented in that photo.
And talk about who? Waver 1 or 2?
You can't see it's a bend in her wave behind the ear. You can see the bend
on the right side.
It's a flow issue. It's
not.
Now, real quick though. Let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about this though.
On Waver
hey, before you transition back, let me say this.
Please do.
I feel I stepped out for a second, and I feel like Waldrina kind of getting raked over the coals.
Yes.
Waldrina is a dope waiver, fam.
Facts. Oh, we're not taking away from that, bro.
Yeah, she's a dope waiver, man. And the question being, should she have won?
This battle.
This battle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This battle.
Just overall, you know what I'm saying? She put in the work. The judges, they voted how they voted.
How they vote.
That ain't an indictment of Waldrina though.
Yeah, I don't think this don't fall on the waiver at all. That's why I said, in my opinion, like I said, for sure, history has been made in respect to all of the brushwork Drina put in. We can't take that away. Stress that enough.
I think respectfully, she'll probably smoke all of us. Maybe not Rod T.
We're talking about
not Rod T.
I can't understand what's going on. You got like a microphone issue or something going on.
Yeah, we just talking about the voting though. We talking about how the voting went on. You feel me?
How about now? Can you hear better now?
Say something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you playing today.
Okay.
What about me, Rossi?
Banks, don't be having them
Yeah, I can hear
value
everybody.
problems.
I can hear everybody clear now.
Yeah, don't be having them value problems on bars and brushes, Banks. I don't need none of that from you.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're
I
gonna
don't
get
need
into
none of
that.
that from you,
We're
bro.
gonna get into
I don't
that.
need
I
none of that
said,
from
hey
you.
yo, but no one's taking away from no one. I only put that in the caption. I even hit her up like, yo, don't worry, sis. It's just this little clickbait. Let me get my clickbait on, sis. Let me get my clickbait on. You know what I'm saying?
Because hey, last year in Wave of Thrones, I beat Arlo, and this same discussion took place on Waves Our Life. Impromptu. You know what I'm talking about?
Do you think you should have beat Arlo?
Did I beat him?
No. Do you think you should have beat Arlo?
Did I beat him?
That's the question.
Hey, and I love Arlo. I love what Arlo brings to the game, but I took that dub and I'm gonna stand on it. What you talking about, right?
That's like, you know, her good for sure. Like,
Come on, bro.
No, you want me to say dog? Dog? I lost?
No.
I mean, as far as battle waving,
Go ahead, Rodney.
as far as elite battle waving go, it's always going to be discrepancies. It's always going to be things that be picked apart. But you know, the basis of having these battles is to showcase, you know, the top of the cream of the crop of the wave game. This is what, you know, people who show up to these battles, whether they win, lose, or draw, you know, they are making statements as far as, you know, what they bring to the table, what they you know, how much brushwork they put in order to be chosen to be in the Hall of Fame one day. You know what I'm saying? People who show up and show out, you know, I ran plenty of campaigns and lost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I was, you know, trying to be a part and trying to be active or trying to be a battle waver or trying to, you know, be on the Shark Tank. You know, is how active are you, you know, trying to be, or how much are you trying to bring to the wave game? You know what I'm saying? You can't
I'm gonna say this. 90% of this battle wave stuff is consistency.
Right.
It's a lot of dudes with dope patterns that come in and they fizz out, fam. They don't got a love for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you consistent with it and you keep chopping wood, fam, you're gonna get to where you want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even though people may have questions about whether Waldrina is worthy of the throne, fact of the matter is she's
worthy. Let's not say that. Let's not say worthy, because I don't think nobody. She's definitely worthy of the throne.
She's definitely worthy of the throne.
Definitely worthy of the throne. I feel like people are saying that the votes.
The vote.
Get your ass up, Ellis.
I think everybody's talking about
the vote. She put up a 4-way where some of the community may say some of the best waivers in the community dropped the ball on the 4-way. That's the consistency.
Yeah.
Her 4-way was well presented.
Yeah, that shit was solid.
And I feel like it's always gonna be this though. Like Wave Team Championships last year, y'all had such the cast of people y'all picked to vote on Wave Team Championships. People still had something to say about it.
This is a good question. Should the panel be should they be active in the community like now?
I feel like
because
it need to always be goats, wolves, Hall of Famers, OGs. It don't never. I feel like until we can get the community to learn their stuff and know what they talk about, it needs to always be like it just was. It was Ellis. Stop dropping your goddamn link and come vote. Ellis, stop dropping your goddamn link and come vote, because these niggas look up to you. These people look up to you, and yo, what you say matters. So when you show up to vote and say something, people gotta stand on that. The Rod T's, when you come up, we gotta look and say, okay.
Even though Ellis doesn't vote well, I'm not a fan of Ellis voting.
No, but
I'm not a fan of a lot of people voting. I'm
matters,
keeping it 100. Just Wavy is my brother. I love him. He's the OG. I love him. He votes on my tournament. I go get him. He votes on championship rounds for me.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Just Wavy's voting. I'm not a fan of it. But that's my OG, and I respect him. But I'm gonna keep it
You
a
gotta
stat.
respect-
I'm
like
not a
what I
fan
said,
of it.
It's gonna always be opinions and how people felt like you should have voted. But
Right.
when you can articulate what you were doing and you can stand on how you voted, can't nobody be mad at that.
Right.
Fact.
As long as it ain't no BS, can't nobody be mad at that. This is my opinion.
I mean, it's been battles. It's been battles in the past, whether it be Shark Week, whether it be Torino Wade King, or any other high class battle, and you just have people vote, and then you have a discussion being had on the page, and they call somebody out, and then they don't got a legitimate answer. It's just basically like, oh, then you go and find out, somebody do some digging and find out, oh, y'all homies on the low,
You can't vote.
on some goofy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So
I just want to be down. See, I just want to be down. I just want to one day, hopefully, you may consider bringing me into your family. So a lot of that going on.
yeah,
Well,
you have people who be in like prospect chats and shit like that. You're not
they
necessarily
whoop you
official.
now. They don't
You're not
call it
necessarily-
prospect chat. You don't call it a prospect chat no more. It's just a chat. I'm just helping. They're not in the prospect chat. You feel me? It's a lot, and that's why I said we need to. In my personal opinion, we need to take it away from the community. Let these people who we have vote. Of course, y'all could vote. Battle rap. Don't know. It ain't no clear cut winner in battle rap. Don't nobody go judge it and decide. It's just the community knows. They know who got 3-0. They know who took it. But until people know how to vote and vote with integrity, it needs to be took away from the people.
Well, I feel like the panel takes away from the community, though. At first, I felt like that, but the panel, I think it makes the battles go faster. It makes them happen.
Exactly. And that's what it is. Listen,
to.
it's 20,000 minimum on whatever, right? As far as the pages, right? And you have battles that'll be sitting up there, but that's another conversation.
That's because
that's another
sometimes
conversation.
people don't want to tell their homeboy they lost.
Yeah.
Fact.
Let's talk
That's
about
a fact.
ties.
That's
I'm
a
not a
fact.
fan of tying anything when it's up on a line like this. You need to be able to clear cut the side. Directs you can tie on it. Maybe if y'all crowns just. I just feel like we need to decide in moments like these. It should be a clear cut winner. You got to decide who had the edge. I feel like people be getting ties sometimes when they don't want to say somebody lost.
No, that's why you got the more than one category.
Let's talk about this right here.
I done seen categories tie, and the deciding factor be directs. Like,
that's fluky. That's fluky.
But there's a deciding factor.
Let's talk. That's a deciding
Man, so
factor.
that
Listen to
person
Brett.
took
Listen to Brett. That's what it is, huh, Brett?
They
That's
took
what
better
it's
pictures.
going
They
to
took
be.
better pictures, so they a better photographer than me. What if they went to photography class?
Drip,
Yeah,
hold on, Drip. Hold on, Drip. We're going. Let's move on. Let's move on, Drip. Yo, I hate this guy, but I love him at the same time.
Why the
So
hell
let's get into this.
Photos too.
Let's get into this. What you say?
Why they
Let's
keep
get
putting
it.
photos against photos? Y'all knew that was the only way we was gonna lose this tourney.
Oh,
Why they
okay,
keep putting
shit.
photos against photos?
I mean, it's what it's gonna be. Y'all was
The
at the
first
end.
one
It's
was
like
random.
that.
The
It's
first
like
one
that.
was random. Everything else was by choice. Everything else was chosen. Let's put them 40 niggas against them 40 niggas.
No, man.
Everything else.
Drip is not
Hey,
a
Drip, I
conspiracy.
told you watch out for Drina, dog.
There's no
Those shit
conspiracy.
sleeping.
There's no conspiracy. All right, let's talk about this battle right here. Sharif and Nate.
Glasses back on.
Sharif and Nate. This was a tough battle.
Yeah, I think Sharif should have won this one.
I think that if Nate beat Sale, Lamont, and Sharif, he should have won this, but that's neither here nor there. How the hell he beat all the top patterns in the game and then lose in the finals? He beat Sale. Mr. I ain't never lost a battle in my life.
Come
Fail
on.
collage wasn't. Come on now.
That wasn't it, bro. That wasn't it.
I know Sale had the strength. I don't trust none of his shit. I don't trust nothing he turns in, first and foremost. I don't trust nothing he turns in. In my opinion, I don't trust nothing he do. How he beat Sale, Lamont, and Sharif, and then lose in the finals. Because like I said, I don't feel like we were doing.
He should have lost to Lamont, in my
But
opinion.
Drip,
He should have lost to
was
Lamont.
more presentable and more. I'm just mad Nick used that light. He like used too much light
It was
and it washed
presentable,
away.
The
but
crown.
didn't pick out the flaws that were there. It was
No, I'm not
presentable.
picking. I'm just saying like if you was on judge of the battle, like Drina won it, dog. Like if I saw the collage he posted on
beat
ES.
him. She beat him.
That was
She
totally
beat him.
like I could see
Nate
She beat
everything.
him.
Nate beat Nate.
Yeah, she beat Nate.
Yeah, that's why I said that's why I don't vote though.
Oh, we're gonna get into that too, but real quick, let's go through this real quick, right? Rod T, you
What
got
you
some
do?
explaining to do.
You got some
Lucy,
explaining to do. What you
explaining
do?
to do.
I can't see the comments on the screen, so
Right, T, you
What do
gave
you say?
Crown the waiver 2. You gave Flow the waiver 2, Connections the waiver 2, Definition tie. You gave Directs tie overall waiver 2. Right, T, we gotta talk about this.
Why?
And this goes back to the conversation that me and Arlo was having before I even went live. How can you judge something that you can't see? Like I can't see his crown. I can't see that crown. Like it's like how important is that? And like does that play a factor in voting, or how does that play a factor in voting as well? But before you answer that, Rati, I'm asking a question to Big T, Alabama hitter. How'd you score this battle? Outside looking in, none of these guys on your team with no biasness. How did you score this battle?
Bro, to be perfectly honest, I can't even tell you, bro.
that shit.
I wish I could zoom in on it,
Yeah.
but is that Sharif? Who is that?
Sharif.
Yeah,
That's
you
Sharif.
should be able to zoom in on the screen.
Yeah, that's Reef.
You know, it's a little blurry on like my.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's a little blurry.
Okay. Sheesh, I'm gonna have to give Crown to Nate.
Crown to Nate. But how can you give Crown to Nate when you can't see his top of his crown? You can't see that. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the criteria? Is there? Like, what are we judging? If I can't see your crown, your crown is washed out because of the light. How can
His
I give
crown
you
is
a crown
washed
vote?
out because of the light, but I can see that
I
closest
don't think
ring.
it's the light though. It's the template because these same 4 ways represented on ES and they don't look like this. None of them. Everybody. Even like I said, Lamont's, although it was cloudy on his shit didn't look like that for ES Shark Week.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. This is what I'm gonna tell you. We vote on what's presented to us. This is what we see. This is what we see.
What these waivers presented. They presented shit better than this, and it was stepped on due to the template.
No, I'm talking about this template, but you have to vote off what you see in the template. You can't go off what you've seen on another page. You have to go off what's in front of you.
That's not a way. These waivers brushed all year for this tournament.
Mhm.
They showed up, and they presented what they presented. And then what was presented to the people to vote was not what these waivers presented.
Right.
I want to know, did they like send a four-way in to somebody and they sent it to somebody else to the host?
I knew that was gonna be thing too, because you know it gets distorted when it keep being sent. It was sick, and then it probably all got sent to one person, and then they sent it. But I don't believe Big T is Beehive bias there. I said.
No, bro. I see that. I can see that ring around their crown, man.
I don't like that everybody stepped on. I don't like that. Like I said,
And Drip got a point. If everybody sending their picks to Cole, and then Cole in return sending them picks to Ellis to put in a template, it's gonna lose quality.
It's losing quality. So we're judging these. We not these waivers presented better to us, and we didn't get that.
Right.
And we judging them, and we taking points off of them based off the 4-way not being what we feel it should be.
Right.
Like I said, it was a sticky situation, and like he said, we still do have to judge what we were presented on. But I think we need to take that into consideration now.
Hey,
right.
Big T, real quick, how you scoring this?
I'm scoring the connects as a tie. Yeah. Definition. Sheesh.
That's why I'm glad I don't have to judge. That's why I'm
I'm
glad I
trying to
don't.
tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't
It's
know what
tough.
to tell
It's
you.
tough.
I don't know what to tell you.
Man, Nate got a lot of connections, man. He got a lot of connections, dog.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
he does.
only see one visible fork, and that's right out of the crown on the right side, way above the
Hey,
ear.
who you talking about? Only got one visible fork.
Nate.
Okay, you didn't set it. You didn't set it. You can't take it back in front of everybody who watching. Nate only got one visible fork. How the fuck did he lose?
Yeah. And Nate is a genius for
Nate didn't lose. Nate won
Nate
this.
is
I'm talking
a
about in the
genius for shooting
finals.
his pop
I'm
shot.
talking about in the finals. If he only got one visible fork, how the
Nate
It
is
look
a
like it's
genius
two.
for shooting his
He
pop
don't
shot
got
the
two
way he
forks,
shot it.
one on each
He
side.
got a fork in his top right there by his hairline too.
But he flips that and shoots that a different way. That's why
Wow.
it's genius. Nobody knows that.
Wow.
It's not illegal, but it's
it's not
genius.
illegal.
It's genius.
It's genius. You feel me?
It's not illegal.
So when you see Nate, when you see Nate with that upside down top shot, you know what?
You know it's getting fold. You know
Hey,
it's getting fold.
yeah. But see, those are the tricks that veterans know.
And then
You know
y'all
what I'm saying?
see it, so it's what's presented. So
Yeah, it's what's presented. You got to go off
So
what's
you get-
presented.
So
just
Big
like
T,
I
who you
said,
giving connects to, Big T?
afterwards,
I'm giving connects to. I'm gonna give them to Nate.
I'm gonna need a drink after this shit.
So
I'm giving definition to Sharif.
Nate won this battle to you.
Yeah,
Or Raw, Nate won this battle.
Yeah, Nate got him closer to the shoreline on his sides.
yeah.
Oh, Drina, I didn't know that's not a. Drina said that's not a fork behind my.
How you
They-
scoring this? How you scoring this,
It was
Brett?
a flow issue. It was a flow, not a fork.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
going.
I
It's
gotta
going
go, y'all. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all letting me up here, man. Much love to all y'all, and
All right, T.
we're gonna holler at y'all, man. Much love.
Much love.
Yeah,
I just said
I'm.
one more fork, more than one fork, and waves around the crown of define. Ellis? Who is that for, Ellis?
He's talking about Nate, I believe.
Okay.
You can see more than one fork in Nate collage, though. I don't know what y'all you looking at.
I don't
What Ellis? I'm not Ellis. Arlo, what are you looking at?
Huh?
What do you see another fork? I see the fork way up behind the ear on the right side, coming out of the crown. I see that fork back there.
And it's one on the left by the crown. Off his left side, you can see it.
Wow.
I mean,
do in the
That's,
back.
I mean, that's picking though, but you can
In the
see
back.
it.
In the
feel like-
back.
I don't feel like we did this much picking, and like I said, this.
No,
is a-
I'm not trying to pick. I'm not picking. He just said.
I don't feel like we did that when it came down to.
We're gonna get there, Drip. We're gonna get there, Drip. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, Drip.
I feel like we picking with everybody except that. Like I feel like we
We're
just
gonna-
like, that's a great four-way. It's great. Let's do it. I don't feel like nobody picked.
Drip, we're gonna get there, Drip. We're gonna get there, Drip.
My name is like Mont.
Drip, we're gonna get there.
No, I don't know, man. The judges, I don't know. Nate
Who you
got
giving
it.
this to
You can't
overall?
deny his collage.
Who you giving this to overall, Arlo?
Like I said, the one I'm looking at, I can't see the back. I can't see the back of his waves on the top of his crown. You know, that's my only issue, man. I can't vote. How can you vote on you can't see it? But the one I seen, he sent it to me, and I saw it on ES. It looked way different from that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They stepped on the word. They calling it red magic.
But I mean, I had to get out the waiver one from what I'm looking at.
Okay. Now connections. Who y'all giving connections to? I give connections to Reef.
Why is
You
that?
can see Reef connections from his top,
Good
from his
question.
crown to his hairline.
Good question. Why am I giving it to Reef? I'm giving it to Reef because I see one crown, but I see a fork behind the ear, and
That crown has got a lot going on with it.
It does, and Reef, I'm so upset with you, Reef.
It's hard to beat Nate in connections though. He got like 30 waves, dog. That's a lot of waves.
That's a lot of waves.
I mean, if you're gonna count, if you're gonna be critical about the crown, you got on the bottom right hand side, that look like that's about to get overshot.
That's a
Then
fork. That's gonna be a fork.
and
You talking
then
about the
and
bottom
then
right
the
on
bottom
maybe
right
two?
hand side.
Talking about
Yeah,
what,
want me to be a fork,
on
like,
Nate?
in the future?
No, not Nate. Sharif.
Bottom right. Okay. I feel like this is undefined. Like it could go in. It could go in
Right.
to his crown, but it's just undefined. It
And
stops.
then okay, on the bottom left, you got the one wave that's going directly into the crown, but then you got one that's kind of like offset
You mean bottom right?
by the left
Oh,
on the
wait.
crown.
On the bottom. Okay, I'm tripping. Okay, bottom left. Yes,
So
I see what you're saying.
that's basically the top side of that fork that's on the left side of his crown.
I see. On the bottom, right?
Yeah, on the bottom left.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I
then
see.
and
Like,
then and then,
that's
and then
not
you
gonna
go,
go in. That's gonna be a fork. However way he chooses to brush it, it don't matter. It's gonna be a fork.
and then you go to the top left. You go to the top left.
That's a mess.
You got another discrepancy that's going outward instead of
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it's like you could say it's one fork, but it's a lot of combination of stuff going on right there.
So listen to this right here, real quick. So it's right. What I was doing was right, but I was wrong because I was judging the crown. Actually, I was just judging the crown as a whole. Connects, definition. I would put all categories into the crown vote. Definition, connects, flow into the crown. So pretty much what you saying,
Bless you.
what you saying
Thank
is because of that.
I mean, you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Arlo.
Y'all about to say you should do that when you vote on the crown, right?
That's what I thought. But I would always count it separately.
Crazy.
I would count everything outside of the crown.
Like the crown is its own entity, right? Like it's to me,
We here to learn.
the crown
We
is
here to
the
learn.
hardest thing to accomplish. So like to me, that's like the number one category to me. So like when you look at the crown, if it's its own entity, you should look at first you got the definition and all that into the crown to vote who got the best.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But I still see it together too. They still work together.
And that's the thing, though, and that's where I was wrong, because you have to count those forks in the crown as within the entire pattern.
Right.
You have to count that flow issue, those definite issues and definition issues within the whole crown.
Right.
So that's what it was for me. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, man, like it's tough. But as you know, learning and being aware of what's going on and actually willing to learn. That's the thing. Willing to learn and accept the fact that I was wrong for doing that. You know what I'm saying? But with let me go back. I gotta look at it. But I feel what you're saying. Why you gave him crown? I get it now. But Rati, see, my thing is just that with me, I feel like if I can't see it, I can't judge it. I can't give you crown if I can't see it. So you know what I mean? Like, how hard do you think people press too much on that? Like, if you can view it a little bit, should that count? If you have to struggle to see it, should that count?
No, I didn't bring those up.
You gotta zoom in and you gotta look hard. Like, does that count?
Well, I mean, in some instances it would, in some instances it don't. You know what I'm saying? But when you make it so critical, if you take a one discrepancy and blow it out of proportion, blow it up to a certain extent, then you're gonna just nullify everything. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I was looking at the pattern, I'm like, okay, well, if I'm looking at his right side, he got all the rows coming up in the top side of his head. On the left side, he got all the rows coming in. And then his final ring on his crown, you could see it, but you still had that top side, like Arlo was saying. I mean, come on, man. I mean, yeah, we can't see it. But I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, I feel you. That's too much.
Then you look at his top shot. He got all the rows coming back to the point to where you can't see. And that's only because, he might have had to photo blowed up too big in order to make that shot look full.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. I mean, we can go that far, but if you gonna nitpick like that, how are you ever gonna get a vote for a battle?
I didn't see this much picking in the final round. I
We're
didn't.
gonna get there
Man,
right now. We're
you
gonna get there right now, Drip.
you'll never get votes
I
for a
think
battle.
we
But
just nitpicking on here. I don't think nobody was really nitpicking, but
We just
No,
really
but
diving into it, Drip. Drip, we
I need to
dive.
see it. I didn't see that much picking. But through the whole competition, as much picking was going into other four ways, I felt like the wow factor, like I said, because I said myself hosting it. I feel like somewhere in Egypt there's a hieroglyphic of Waldrina in a goddamn tomb somewhere. Waves just like how her shit was presented. It looks like that. That's how we was running around the motherland, just like that. But there are
Facts.
discrepancies there.
Facts.
There are
Before
things that
we
need to be picked
before we
at.
get into that, before we
Are
get
we
into the Drina
getting-
battle, before we get into, I'm sorry to cut you off, Drip. My bad, bro.
That's all good.
Before we get into the Drina battle, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors. We gotta pay the bills.
Let's
Shout
go.
out to the homie, RoyalHairCareProducts.com. Y'all make sure y'all go.
Man.
Yeah, y'all go to the
Wait,
site.
man.
Y'all download.
Big
Yeah, download
Royal,
the
man.
app.
Big Royal vibes.
Hey.
Side note,
Big Royal vibes.
I'm a little drunk. I have
I'm a
this.
little drunk. Big
But
Royal vibes. Royal
I-
Eddie King. Royal Eddie King.
Y'all make sure you go check him out.
Royal
RoyalHairCareProducts.com.
Eddie King.
Y'all go
see how
check
much
it out.
real
It's
I-
crazy. Me personally, my favorite products, I have them here today, is this banana oil. This banana oil and this right here. This right here, this is that Simply Silky. Listen, I don't put this in after a wash. This is like after a session. Like after a wash, I know to go. Yeah, I go to Diva. I go to Diva after a wash. But during my sessions, during weekly sessions, as I'm getting it in, this right here, this banana oil on top of this Simply Silky, for me and my texture, is something special.
Hey,
That's
the way
when.
about.
Hey, shout out to Brett. Shout out to Brett and the way Bobby. Make sure you go get that as well. But RoyalHairCareProducts.com. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check him out. He got he got skin, he got facial products. He got man, listen. And again, I always say this: his line has grown so much, and it's crazy because he started with 4 or 5 products. I know, Rati, you was around when they had the royal avocado butter,
Right.
the royal chicken and butter,
This avocado
oil
butter
that they used to have,
is still the truth.
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Avocado butter is
They
still
started
the
out
truth.
with. Now he got
Avocado butter was my battle go-to battle butter.
Yeah, because it's like a mask or something. You put that on and then let it sit. It's like a mask. Take
Hold
it
on
off.
1 second. Hold on. Drip. I'm sorry, not Drip. Rati. How forbidden was that raw avocado butter? Let's get into that real quick because the controversy behind the raw products when I came in the game was so crazy. Just real quick, did you just not just ignore it and wanted to actually find out for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, when I decided I wanted to go Beehive, Just was like one of the first people I hit up. You know what I'm saying? Like his name was ringing bells when I come in. He had just won Wave Builder. You know what I'm saying? And his high was, like one of the best highs in the game at that point in time, regardless of what they had going on with their product line, because he was still well connected with PB at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I say, when I came in, I didn't owe nobody no explanation. I ain't got to explain myself to nobody as far as what product I use or what I decide to spend my money on. So if I want to try, that's
I want to say this.
So,
I want to say this for clarity, real quick. I want to say
wasn't
this.
nothing forbidden for me.
I bought the royal avocado butter, and I told people on my lives I was really it don't work for me. It don't work for me. What I didn't realize, and I think a lot of people in the game don't understand coming into the game, I was really new. And I'm gonna say this: I didn't know how to use it. And a lot of people don't really know how to really like differentiate that. Like, yo, you may get a product, or you may come in the game, you may get a product and say, "Oh, it don't work for me." You don't know how to use the product.
Yeah.
You don't know when to use it, whether it's after a wash, after a fresh cut, after just doing your normal sessions. A lot of people don't know how to use that product. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and double up on that myself, me personally, on that royal avocado butter and see what's going on with it. But y'all make sure you go check my homie out. This is my personal favorite. That banana butter with that Simply Silky is the go for me and my texture. Shout out to Just Wavy. Yeah, make sure you go check him out at RoyalHairCareProducts.com.
Shout out to
Now,
Just.
Shout out to Just. Now we're gonna get back to it. Just Wavy is in the building. Just Wavy, get in here. 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 I've been talking about you. I've been talking about you. So whenever his camera get together, you know what I mean? But we're gonna go to the next situation that's at hand. This is the next situation at hand. Drina, the championship round.
Championship round.
Drina versus
No, you didn't do my man battle. Not Javon, but Jabrion.
Hey, I just
That's
stopped
a fact.
crying.
That's a fact, though.
Not
That's a
do that
fact, though.
I just stopped crying. Can we not? Let's not even go back. Let's just end it.
We gotta go there. We gotta go there because
Yeah.
that listen,
Oh,
that
don't
collage
listen.
itself could have changed the game for a lot of people. Like, it would have been different if that man would have took that.
And I feel like they did that because of that, man. I feel like, man, they took my boy out because they ain't want nobody to win it this year. I feel like they ain't want nobody light skin to win it this year. I feel like the last light skin champion y'all had messed it up for everybody. Zay. The last light skin champion messed it up for
Gifted one. Hey, Just Wavy. What we doing? Can you hear me, bro? You can't hear me? We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. All right, let's close it out. Let's see how they voted first.
Yeah, I had JB on for this one.
Yo,
I had
this was a
Javion for
battle.
everything.
This
I had
was a
Javion for
battle.
everything.
How?
Yeah.
Listen, for me, it's the sides. For me, his right side, his left side won this battle. Crown, I see one fork at the top. His top right, that one wave at top right that don't go in, that's one fork. But even we're not taking into consideration
Talk to
that
these niggas.
that Shannon has the same fork.
Talk
Nobody
to
wanna-
these niggas.
Shannon has that same fork going into his crown on the right side. It's not the top right, it's directly on the right side. Like east. It's not going into the crown. It's not. It's a fork.
Man, that's bad.
JB, he has two. He has one more on the left side that's not going in. But I'm feeling like Javion won this battle.
Yep.
I'm feeling like that.
Yo, look.
Now he does have a fork on the top. He does have a fork on the top.
I had to listen to a lot of Mary J. Blige and a lot of Drake.
He has a fork coming out the top. He has a fork coming out the top. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me get to the votes. Let's see who did what. Let's see who voted what. Brett gave Waiver 2 Crown. Great choice, my opinion. Waiver 2 Flow, my opinion, great. Connections Ty, great choice. Definition Ty, I don't agree with that because of his sides, because of Shannon's sides. They're not as defined as Waiver 2 side, so I would give that to Waiver 2. Me
Can we say the same thing with Connections?
Overall,
we got the hot taper.
Can we say the same thing with Connections with that though? Like exactly what you just said for that. Can we say that with Connections too?
Hold on. What you mean? No. Well,
you
can. You can.
I want to say that same exact thing you just said for Connections as well in favor of Javion.
That's a fact. Well, yes, that's a fact. You can see the wave. You can see the waves, but there's just no definition there. but there's a fork behind this ear. Has anybody seen this?
Yeah.
On
it's right
the left, was that the left side? On the left side. Has anybody wait? I'm just
and
not
that's
seeing
what
that.
I like to point that out. He didn't cheat. He didn't tilt. He gave you what's there. It's a fork there. You gotta see it. I'm gonna give it up straight up.
Wow.
That's what needs to be happening.
I
You
gave
got
it
a fork.
two.
Don't do no tilt. Look at you. See this direct. That's a direct.
I gave it to Waiver one. I gave Crown to Waiver. I voted a little disrespectfully myself. Let's put that out there. I voted disrespectfully as well. You got to call it how we see it. Waiver one, Crown. I can give Waiver one
I
Crown.
think it's
He
just
has less
the
forks.
crown is so
I'm giving Waiver one Crown. He has less forks in the crown. I'm giving Waiver one Flow. Yes, because of the waves behind the ear on Waiver 2, his flow is off. His waves are a little squiggly. The squiggly of the waves is what I also consider to be flow issues. If it's not uniform, it's not straight, I call that a flow issue. Definition Waiver 2. I definitely gave that right. Waiver, well, in my opinion. Connections Waiver 1. I'm gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that. No, I can't stand on that anymore. I have to change my vote to Waiver 2 for vote. Waiver 2 for Connections.
So,
wow. That just changed. That just changed for me.
Let's start at the crown.
Wow.
Or way out. Who do you run into more discrepancies, flow issues, and or forks on the way to the hairline for it?
I say Waiver 1.
Waiver 1.
Yes. So how are we giving him flow and connects if we're running into more issues on the way to his hairline than we are with Waiver 2?
I didn't. I voted for Javion.
Because I'm saying that's how I judge flow and connects. I start from the crown. Like I said, so it does play into it. I start from the crown and I work my way out.
Yeah.
I gave him flow. I gave him flow because of that. I gave him flow for the reason of his left side. His left side, that the waves on the left side around the ear are a little off. They're not straight. They're kind of like, they're a little, you know what I mean? So that's why I gave him that. But Connections, I need to go back and give that to Waiver 1, Waiver 2. Can we do this again?
We can't, because like I said, we can't because Drina is rightfully the grand champion.
She won. But I'm not saying. All I'm saying is I think I made a mistake.
This would have been a different ball game had Javion still been.
Oh no. Javion got that fork on his top. That's a fork on his top.
On where? On what?
On his top. That's a fork.
That's a fork.
That's a fork.
Let's go. Like I said.
That might be why I gave him definition.
Let me go to the.
I gave Waiver 2 definition. My bad.
Get to the zone. That 4-way. Don't. All
right, Ellis, Kevin Bean. Brett, this is first round. Brett gave Waiver 2 crown. Yeah. We already talked about this. That's great.
Yeah,
Connections tied. Definition is tied. Waiver. I agree with this. Wow. Salute to both waivers. Yes, that was a critical vote. Right, T, did I see you on there? Did you vote on this?
Yeah, I think I did.
Yes, I see it. Crown tie.
Ain't no fork on his top.
Connections 1. Definition 1. Directs tie. Overall 1. Waiver 1 had more definition than his waves for me overall. This was a hell of a battle.
Ain't no fork on Waiver 1 top though.
It is, bro. It is. And right after crown, that's a fork, bro. That's a fork. Am I wrong, guys?
A fork? Weird.
Am I wrong?
I don't see it.
On Waiver 1's top.
Waiver 1 or
Waiver 2? Who we talking about?
Sorry,
who we talk about?
Excuse me.
You've been sipping.
I've been drinking. Waiver 2. Waiver 2.
No.
That's a fork, bro.
No forks on his top.
Am I wrong? That's a fork right there.
There's no fork on his top.
That's a fork, bro.
Look, the stepped on this is making you judge it that way because it's stepped on. This man has no forks on his top.
Point it out with the mouse, Banks.
I see what Banks talking about. It's just I don't know what the light that's bouncing right there.
The light.
Not a fork. It's not a fork.
That looks like a fork to me. but the
Who
definition in that area
posted the
is
first
so.
battles? Who
The
posted
definition,
the battle?
the definition isn't good.
This battle,
Who posted this? Nick or
Nick.
this was
Oh,
Ellis.
Ellis
Ellis
battle.
posted this one?
Ellis posted this, right?
Because like I
Yeah.
said, I don't know a fork on his top.
Right,
Come on,
T, are
bro.
you standing on your vote?
There's no fork there.
Now you're looking at this. Are you standing on your vote?
I don't see.
Second look. Are you standing on your vote?
Let me see what I did.
He ain't got no fork in his top.
Hold on. I tell you what happened.
And
I'll
these
tell you what you
stepped on
did.
again, it's so distorted.
Right, T, you had crown tie, flow tie, connections waiver 1, definition waiver 1, directs tie, overall 1.
Mm. Mm.
Well, listen, never mind that. How do you see it right now? How are you scoring it right now?
I mean,
How are you scoring it right now? Now looking at it, how are you
Even
scoring
Banks
it
said
right
he
now?
had to go back and he had to reevaluate.
I had to reevaluate it.
He had to
Yo,
reevaluate himself,
listen,
like,
that's a good idea. Maybe we need to have these battles laid out.
Maybe we
and
need a red
vote
flag.
the next day.
A coach
The
needs to have
judges
to
vote
a
the
red
next
flag.
day.
Challenge that play. Go back to the. I challenge that play. Go back to the box. Referee need to go pay attention. All right, come back out. We've decided.
I mean,
It's tough, bro. It's tough.
I mean, when you got a battle,
I gotta see a current, Sharif.
when you got a battle this tough, you know what I'm saying? That's why I made the statement. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much left it to saying, it's such a tight battle. I mean, if you pick on this or you pick on that, you're gonna go one way or the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It all
goes down to
depends on
preference.
it all depends on which way you gonna go when you get to the fork in the road. You know what I'm saying? Like both of them hit, both of them got good patterns. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, well, if you're gonna pick on this, then you go on this way. If you're gonna pick on that, then you're gonna go this way. I mean, either way, I mean, shit. You ain't gonna be able to please everybody. So I mean, I stand on my vote.
Who got more visible forks? I'm asking the tough questions. Who has more visible forks presented in the play?
I say Champ. It's Champ.
It's Champ. So how we giving connects to Champ if he got more visible forks? How we giving flow to him if he got more visible forks? How, Sway? I've been doing this more.
Let's see the other votes. Let's see the other votes.
Everybody else voted for Champ.
How, Sway? They voted.
I'm the only one that
And
voted.
waiver 2
Yeah.
flows into a bat, like it flows
I
into
gave
his
it
pattern,
to
like
waiver 1 as
540
well.
pattern. Yeah.
Okay, Ellis, crown more visible coming out the crown without issues. Ellis, what are you
That's
talking
why he don't like you, Ellis.
I don't like Ellis voting. I don't like you voting, Ellis. He has crown 1 more visible, flow tie, connections 1 barely, definition 1, directs tie, overall 1.
I hate that tie shit, bro. in moments
Kevin
like
Beans
this, bro.
has crown 2, flow 1, connections 1, definition 1, directs tie, overall 1.
Keep asking that
And that
question
was
every
it.
time somebody give him flow and connects. I'm gonna ask if he has more visible crashes, discrepancies, flow issues from the crown on its way to the hairline. If we
But you
got-
can lose connections and win flow though, Drew.
but I don't know how because flow is the word. I know what the word.
That's
flow
like
is.
RG3, right? She had force, but she was beating everybody in flow.
That's because
Facts.
she's RG3 though. That's because
No.
No, what
I
I'm
agree
saying
with
is-
that. I agree with that. Forks don't count as flow.
Flow. What does
For
the word
me,
flow
for
mean?
me.
I'm only going based off the definition of flow. It needs to flow.
Rati,
from
what
the
you got,
crown.
Rati? I see you sitting back in your chair.
It needs
No,
to
go
How
ahead.
do you judge it,
It
Rati?
needs to flow from the crown. We starting at the crown, right? That's where it all starts. The flow from the crown, we're judging the flow. So if on the way to the flow, there's a hiccup, the Delaware niggas be soft.
We on you, Naeem.
Yeah.
We on you, Naeem.
If
But
Like
Rati,
you can be
Rati,
forkless. You can be forkless with flow issues. You still lose flow.
like I said, it ain't just a port. I'm not calling it just a port. It could be a
Yeah.
issue, a discrepancy, a
I
skirmish,
agree with that, Ellis.
a skirmish. You feel me? 100 forks and you can still
Then I look at the person pattern. Like if he say he going 540s, does his pattern flow 540? If Champ got 360 swirl, does his pattern flow in a 360? You know what I mean? In a 360 pattern.
For the viewers.
So like flow,
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off. For the viewers that don't know, we got to go by waiver 1 and waiver 2. We can't say nicknames. Who's
waiver
champ?
1?
Who's champ? Champ is waiver 1. Okay,
Yeah.
we can say now. We can go there. Champ is waiver 1. Now we can use his name. Okay, we use the nickname now. I didn't know Champ. I thought Champ was Sharif.
Like
I'm sorry.
it ain't just forks to me. It's discrepancies, hiccups in the flow. Something that I gotta stop on my way to the hairline. I gotta point this out and say this. If I'm doing that more for one waiver, I'm judging that when I'm judging the flow. I'm like, look, it's on my way to go look and see who had a better flow. I had to stop and look at this, the little like the swiggly, like you said, or a skirmish or anything like that. Flow, I mean, fork, skirmish, discrepancy, hiccup.
Whatever it is, it's a problem.
Whatever it is, if it stops me from getting to that hairline, you feel me? I feel like it needs to be judged. It needs to be judged. And this one hurt, bro. This one hurt. I had to listen to Mary, Drake, a lot of Drake to get through this shit.
Hold on, Drip. Rati, I seen you sit back in your chair real quick, man. I seen that. You know what I mean? I seen you go back a little bit.
We'll go to the pizza.
When you mentioned
you got a microphone issue again. Hold up, microphone issue again. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's still distorted.
It's distorted? Oh,
yeah.
Well, listen, try to make out what I'm saying, because we can hear you really well. When he said forks and flow, can forks determine the flow? Does that interfere with flow?
Yeah, I mean, because I said the same thing with Sharif. I mean, I said his flow is thrown off with those two forks on, one fork on the left of his crown, followed by another fork on the left side of his pattern. So that all of that, coming this way would throw his flow off for me. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, when you that's just all of these perspectives are anecdotal. So you might go out of 5 people, you might have 3 think one way, 2 think the other. Get another 5 people, you might have 3 think the opposite, and the other 2 think the other. You know what I'm saying? So
all personal.
Y'all standing on this vote. Y'all standing on waiver 1 should have won, or waiver 2?
Waiver 2. I say waiver 2.
Waiver 2. How about you, Rati? You still standing on?
I'm staying on my vote. What I put 1, right?
Yeah, 1.
How about you? 1, right?
How about you, Arlo?
As far as that goes, you, like I told Banks in the inbox, when you have a tight battle like this, you should expect to have a devil's advocate vote in there, if anything.
Most definitely.
I mean,
how you calling it? I think this would have been a different tournament if waiver 2 would have advanced.
I definitely believe that.
I think it might have been a different tournament.
That's why.
I think it might have been a different tournament if waiver 2 advanced.
I mean, it'd be good battles, but judge the categories. I mean,
listen. Does waiver 2 beat Drina? Somebody lit right now.
In my opinion, waiver 2 beat anybody that he would have linked up with in this tournament. Waiver 2.
Does waiver 2 beat Drina?
Waiver 2 beat anybody.
You gotta put the collages together.
Anybody who presented a 4-way for this tournament lost to Jay Brion. And I'm not saying this because I got this big ass red hoodie on.
You're a little biased.
But only thing I'm saying about Drina pattern, her collage, she was her and GB. They collages was presentable. She was her collage was the best presentable, like the lightning.
But did you judge it like we're judging the rest of these, or did you just say it was so presentable that you did not judge?
I'm saying, but if you put her and Jay Brown patterns together, I didn't judge. I didn't vote. I'm just talking about it now.
I feel like that's what was happening. I feel like it was because it was great. It was, like I said, it definitely is in the halls of Egypt somewhere. It's that 4-way. That 4-way is It's probably in Cleopatra's tomb.
Because
Right?
in Javier
Definitely
Collage,
respect
he don't got no forks. But the one in his crown, I mean,
That's it. That's it.
So
he fucking people up. He messing people up, man.
How's he losing flow and connects if he only got one visible?
So
Don't ask me. I told you I pick Wave
but
two.
that's the discrepancy. That's the discrepancy. How did he lose this battle? Oh, is that wait? Is that a fork on his top? Look on the left side.
Right knee, Banks.
I'm sorry. The right side on
about
JVR.
this in the battle, Banks. You got to see me in a couple days, Banks. Be nice.
Oh, they're about to take line.
Be nice. to me, Banks.
No. Hold on, Drip. Hold on, Drip.
Be nice,
On
Banks.
on the right side, go up about 3-4 waves on the right side.
Mhm.
The one that got he has the earbud in,
Mhm.
go up a little bit, coming out of that crown. Is that a fork?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I don't know. Then you look at I seen a lot of his top pictures. I didn't see a fork, but like then you look at the collages, right? On Champs, on Waiver 1, his top shot, you see both of the corners of his top.
Yeah.
Waiver 2, you don't. So it's like,
Wait, what do you mean?
so it's like, is that direct? Is he tilting for the light?
That is direct as they come, bro. That is direct as they come. I don't let no.
No, I'm not saying it's not direct, but when he mentioned a fork on the top and it's light on his top,
Yeah,
then you question.
It's the light and it's the stepped on this of these four ways.
That looked like a fork to me on his top. I'm just saying.
It
1, 2,
probably
3,
ain't no
4,
fork though,
5,
Banks.
four waves up, and that area where it looks washed out, that
Banks.
looks like a fork to me,
I will
bro.
fuck you up on the 26, Banks. Stop
That
playing
looks
with
like
me.
a fork to me, man. It looks like a fork to me. It looks like a fork.
Because you could see his top and the back from his crown, so you know it's not a fork. That's not a fork.
Okay. I see what you're saying. All right, we done with this one.
Banks, I hope you got security on the 26. That's all I'm gonna say.
We done with this one. Now let's get to what we was about to get to when we was talking.
I just want to see how y'all judge this other four way too, because like I said, I didn't see any picking like this on this one.
I mean, just for kicks and shits and giggles, this was Wave of Thrones 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just call it what it was. I'm still feeling a certain way about this, but I feel like maybe y'all can justify it. I feel like I beat Trap. I feel like I beat this nigga, yo. I feel like I beat this nigga. I feel like I won.
You know what I'm gonna say about Trap? You know what I'm gonna say?
I feel like I won against this nigga, man.
It's wet. You know what I'm gonna say? That shit wet. This shit was wet, Banks. You won. This shit
Trap, yo, Trap, tap in, Trap. I smoked you,
you won.
I smoked you, dog. I should have won. I should have had a fucking belt. But the judges,
got the same judges pattern he had already. How did he do that? That's beautiful, baby. That's amazing.
What's the votes? Look at the votes.
Hey, how did Trap
definition? We'll be voting definition. I give him that because I never won definition. I give him definition. I think I won.
Banks, you gave up directs too, Banks.
Banks, I don't like the back.
Mind your business. Mind your business, bro. Mind your business. I was always about that.
Who hosted the championship?
I don't know. It was a lot of hate going on. I felt like nobody wanted to see me win.
You said it was a lot of hate.
Wave of Thrones 2. I was outside. I was out there in Trap. I feel like I won this battle.
Wavematic speaking facts.
I feel like I won this battle, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it 100. We ain't gotta vote on it, right? We're not gonna vote on it. But I seen it and I felt like I should have spoke on it.
What the hell was that left side though?
What are the votes? Go to the votes.
What is that left side? What is that shit? What's that left side?
This is a repost. This is a repost.
No, I'm asking you, what was up with that left side? What was you doing, boy? What was you?
I was cheating, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? What you talking about? I was cheating, nigga. That's what you about. That's what I was about. What are you talking about? I'm gonna call it what it is. I was using it and rings and things. I feel like I should have won this battle based on what you see.
Trap was too popular for you, Banks. Somebody
said
listen,
we was on the same team. You on the same team.
Too popular for you. The 3 P's: popularity, perception, and player hating.
That's a
like
fact.
that, Wave.
That's a fact. I should have won that battle. Jeezy
so Drip, do you think popularity got something to do with
Wave of Thrones? No, I'm talking about that last battle. I think this Wave of Thrones was judged fairly, but opinions was the reason it went the way it did. because it all
because everybody judge different, man.
it all comes down to perception, and that's why I said I definitely still honor Drina as the grand champion, regardless of how the votes went, regardless of how anybody felt. I definitely honor it as that's the 22. That's the grand champion. You feel me? Much respect. We can't slight the waiver because of how the judges judge. You feel me? So salute. Definitely. That just better make cats go brush. You need the brush to be undeniable.
Listen, Trap is in the comments. Ellis said Banks Combs was undefeated. Yes, it did. Yes, it fucking did. And Trap says, it's not because I was popular, I deserved it. Trap, you hit me. Trap said in the chat, he said, yo, bro, you got this. He knew. Trap, you knew I beat you, nigga.
I think Trap shit was wet when he battled you, Banks.
It might have been, but this is the conversation that needs to be had right now. And we got one more battle after this, and I'm gonna let everybody go. We can go to hell home. But this right here, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It's the stepped
I
on.
would have wanted to judge this. Me personally, I would probably quit on the panel.
Connections.
Walked out.
Connections.
Tie.
Rati.
What I put on there? Yeah,
I'm asking you what you see right now. I'm asking you what you see right now. What you see right now? What do you see right now?
Right now, we ain't getting a good look though. This ain't as good as a look as you got to look when you judge it.
If I'm judging right now, I'm still gonna give it. Well, I gave it away, but 2.
Ellis, you a genius. You are so right.
Definition.
Never would have heard the end of it. Y'all better be on your shit for Wave of Thrones, because if we want to wave from championship, because
I'm giving it away for 2.
You gave Connections waiver 2.
Crown.
2.
Brett, who you giving it to, Brett?
I gave Crown to waiver 2.
Waiver 2. Definition.
I gave it a tie.
Connections.
I gave Connections a tie as well.
Tie. Overall.
So overall was waiver 2, but it was because of that. I gave Flo to Nate. I gave Flo to waiver 1. And Waldrina won more categories. She won Crown and she won Directs. And because she got her whole head in the picture, like Nate, you can't see the very top of his head. You can't see the very bottom.
It's a fact. That plays a fact. I was waiting for somebody to say that. You can't see that. You can't see that hairline.
You can see her entire head.
That plays a factor.
That's why she got my vote.
When you do the reverse top picks, you need to make sure that your hairline is in the pick. That's a fact, though.
I agree.
Rati, who you giving it to overall?
I gave it away for 2.
Give it 2. I mean, Drip, what? You quiet now?
Like I said, me personally, I would have got up and quit on y'all cats. I would have got up and quit mid-panel. I'm not judging this. Y'all ain't signed up for this.
Like another thing, though.
I feel like Nate beat some tough patterns, and to lose here was crazy. But then again, I also don't feel like it should have been Nate four-way there. It should have been Javion's there. For me, I love it, bro. I love it. Like I said, that's why you didn't hear no complaints out of me. We saying it here because it's healthy conversation. That's why.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's why you didn't hear me going out and complaining.
Javion versus her might have been a different situation.
It's a competition, and like I said,
it might have been a different situation with her and Javion.
It all comes down to perception. It all comes down
is Nate four-way stretch? Like, why he look so bigger than her?
They were stepped on. Ellis didn't want blue magic. He wanted red magic. Okay, nah. It's just when you're doing them templates and stuff, though, it get iffy. And then, like you said,
I'm saying like hers in a rectangle and his in a square. So
because that was how that was the when you could do the collages. She probably used a different app than other people to do it. She presented that. I mean, she put it together, so. It was just probably the different what's that she called template or whatever.
Templates,
package she used when she made
I respect it. I respect it. I
Like
respect
I
it.
said, it was a great competition.
So
yes,
we're gonna close out on this conversation. We're gonna do one more battle because I want to show love to Maisha. So I want to do one more battle and then we can get out of here. But y'all perspectives on this right here. Do y'all think that Drina deserved to win Wave of Thrones?
definitely was a worthy.
Definitely deserved.
Definitely is worthy.
Definitely deserved. Definitely deserved.
Yeah.
But the only discrepancy is it's not about Waldrina being there. And that's what people got to understand. Nobody is upset that she won. It's just who she went up against is the discrepancy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then, like I said,
It should not have been Nate. No, knock against Nate. In my opinion, I felt like Javion should have been in that place. That would have been a battle.
I felt like after Jabrion got knocked out, it should have been Sharif. I felt like Sharif won that. Like I said, this is just me, and these is my boys. And I'm saying that's how I felt like.
Yes, unbiasedly.
I felt like that's how I should have won. I felt like Sharif should have been here, and I feel like that would have been a different thing. But like I said, at the end of the day, you gotta respect it. You better take your hat off when you see Drina, because like I said, if I was Drina, you got something to say about it. Shoot the 4 ways.
Yeah.
Ellis made a great
that's
point.
what I said.
Ellis made a great point. Ellis
they
made
got stepped on.
a great point.
The work
Y'all
got
sent
stepped
y'all
on.
picks to Nick. Nick sent the picks to Nick sent them to me. It should have been sent to
I
the
got
host.
one question though.
Say less.
Was sales sheet stretched before it got to you? It was already stretched like that, huh? That shit was already stretched like that before it got to you, huh? It was
Ellis.
already manipulated before it got to you, huh?
Ellis, bring your ass in here, nigga. I know you got a whole bunch of basketball games you going to.
That shit
I
was
know the
already
kids is
stepped on
playing, the
before it got
twins
to-
is
before
playing
it got to me.
basketball. One is cheerleading, one is hooping. Ellis, bring your behind in here real quick. And just answer that question.
Man, this motivating though. You see what
Hey,
I'm
real
doing
talk.
while we talking
That's
brush.
why I
Yeah.
picked Drina for most valuable brusher for the tournament that I'm running, because I feel like, yo, that's definitely somebody that's been brushing. I've been seeing the progress that's been presented when she's doing her stuff. She definitely somebody that's been brushing they butt off and deserved to be there, and they won. It was a dog fight. It was an uphill battle. You gotta take your hat off today.
All right, y'all. This is about to get scary.
I don't even know what I'm about to
This is about to get scary. Oh,
Put my
let's,
glasses
oh,
on.
let's put in there. Let's X that out.
What battle you about to put up?
I'm about to put up a live battle.
Oh, you talking about from
Put up a
last
live
night?
battle.
National Waivers Association.
Yes.
I didn't catch all of them. I caught some of them.
This is about to be a good one.
This live stuff brings a whole new genre.
This is about to be, and this is what we about to get into. How crazy is that? Like, do y'all appreciate the live? Like the live battles? Is it a good thing?
It's a
Is
great
Yeah.
thing.
I think it's great. I think it's good.
It keeps honesty. It makes it be where if I see them forks in a 4-way, if I see them forks in a live and then I don't see them in a 4-way, I feel bamboozled. I feel run amok. I feel led astray. I feel like you know. I feel like you working. That's why this 4-way. That's why I always said the back waves need to be removed. The crown needs to be removed and back waves need to be placed there. I want to see every single wave on your head. Because how am I judging flow and connects and I'm missing stuff? I'm not seeing your whole head.
Yeah.
You pulling the wool over my eyes. I love the live battles.
With a 4-way, you could brush that side, then take a picture, then brush this side, then take a picture, then brush that side, then take a picture. You can't do that in the live battle.
You're gonna see this. We had this battle in the chat. We had this. Can y'all see? We had this battle. We had this battle in the chat.
Pause it and
4-way.
zoom it in.
We had this battle in the chat and as a 4-way. I gave it to Trap.
I gave it to
Everybody
Trap.
gave it to
Trap
Trap.
has less visible forks in his 4-way. It looks damn near forkless in his 4-way when he presents it. His 4-way looks forkless.
Check this out, though. Check this out. Tell me how y'all calling this one.
I said
calling this
mine.
How y'all giving this top? How y'all calling this top?
I'm
Mine.
giving that waiver 2 for top.
Waiver 2.
So wait, are we judging in the whole or just each side?
We're gonna judge each side.
Inside.
Okay.
Each side. Each side.
I'll give it to Coltrane. The top.
Wait,
What are y'all giving him? What categories?
I think-
Connection.
Each cat for each
Hold
side.
on. Matter of fact, hold on. This is the question.
Each cat for each side.
No. This is the question. What Oh, hold on 1 second. We got my man's in here. We got my
Ellis
man
P.
in here. We got the homie in here.
Ellis Petty Wavy. That piece
Yeah.
there, y'all.
What up? What up?
What up,
Some of
though?
y'all don't. I really kind of I do like Ellis. I like Ellis. Okay, I'm saying live in front of everybody. Ellis is I like Ellis. A lot of people really don't like Ellis. I like Ellis. I pick
like
on
because
him.
he's
I say things about him,
unapologetically petty.
but I like Ellis. I
like
do like Ellis.
The
I do like Ellis. I do
unapologetically
like Ellis.
petty for me is that for me.
Ellis, can we talk about it, Ellis? Can we talk about it?
What's the question?
The
Was
question
Stephen
is,
shit already stepped on before it got to you?
To be honest, I didn't look through none of the collages. When Nick sent them all to me, I started patching them up, ready for the battle. And that was it.
Okay.
Ellis, real quick, before you go, I want you to join in on this live battle. If you can see, I know you can see it. Hold on now. I'm sorry, not yet, but here it is. All right, here it is. Now, I don't want you to go by, I don't want to go by category, each category. I want to know what category for you won it. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's connections, flow and connection for me.
Flow and connection. I agree
For
with
me.
that.
For me. All right, let me continue to play the video. All right.
That's just how I be looking at it. When anybody do a live battle, how Jamon is, that's how I be. With my phone in my hand, like this, ready to screenshot. I be like this during the live. I be screenshot.
DZ, get your ass in here.
Sending all of it to the chat. I send it all to the chat. Hey, y'all, look at this sport that wasn't in that four-way when we just battled him.
Hey, I'm giving that now. Ellis, how you feel about the live battles? Do you prefer them over the four ways?
The live battles are dope if they both got good lighting and good camera exposure or whatever.
Good Wi-Fi.
Good Wi-Fi. Yeah.
I feel like we need to throw Wi-Fi in the live battles category.
Now, what do we call on this side? How we call on this side? What categories do it for you? Connections. I'm feeling like Trap's lighting is horrible.
That's because he wanted us to see that damn tiger that he looked like.
Yeah, but who is the other waiver? Is that Coltrane?
That's Coltrane.
Okay, so by his temple is dark. I can't really see. Maybe it's my phone that I can't really see.
No, it's like that.
Okay,
like
you probably got to zoom. You can zoom in on
it on y'all, because on the
okay.
We lit. Hey, Ellis, we lit, bro.
I didn't know you could do that. Yeah,
hey,
yeah. I got waiver 2 then. Coltrane on that side.
How?
Who you calling for the top?
And then look at Amai with all them the little discrepancy all right there. How do that? Why that don't ever get judged? We don't.
Brett, how you calling this, Brett?
Trap got the back on this one.
Yeah, I agree.
That shit crazy. I ain't never even seen that. We don't get to judge that in a 4-way with Amai. So that goes into flow and connects. We don't get to judge that because we don't see it.
The live battles, they do.
The live battles, they hide it. But the Facebook
guys, Jeezy, pay attention, Jeezy. I know you've seen this battle. This was a very, very, for me it was. Crown, who y'all going with? I mean, I got
waiver 2. I mean, waiver 1.
Waiver 1.
Waiver 1. Waiver 1 for Crown.
Waiver 1 for Crown, for sure. Ooh, I'm so glad these lives go down because, like I said, I'm gonna start saying something when the 4-ways come out. I don't care. I don't care, bro. No, bro. Like I said, we cheating, bro. We cheating.
That it's the top for me as a whole. It's the top. Hold on, real quick. It's that top for me. Like you can see where it's connected, but that flow for me. For Trap is throwing me off.
Yeah.
Badly. Badly.
Man. Because he definitely got, like I said, if we judging it based off left, top, right, he got top. All right, so we can give him top. I'm giving I don't
left. Know. He got top. Coltrane got top and right. Top and left. Excuse me.
Top and left. I don't feel like he got left. He got a fork on his left, and I didn't see one on Trap.
Coltrane, I'm sorry. Trap got the back. Pause. He got the back.
Yeah.
We got Crown as well.
This was a real for me. This is
right, back, in Crown so far.
Are y'all zooming in into the crowd?
No.
Yeah, I just-
Why?
I'm wondering what-
Why? Why? Why?
I don't know if
Oh,
Coltrane had a
why?
bad day, a bad
All
watch
those,
or something.
listen, what's the name? Crown is not good. Coltrane, I love you, bro.
Not
But that is
good.
not a good crown,
It
bro.
looked like he needed to fix his
Let's
crown
be
up
real.
after
The
that.
fourth
honey
battle, I feel like
That's a
he unragged.
fact.
He unragged and didn't know it was gonna look like that.
It did
Right.
not. Or maybe he said, yeah.
He did the scratch
F it.
method. You feel me?
Maybe
The
he
scratch
said
method.
F it.
That's all he had to do.
Right side. Coltrane, you gotta get that together, Coltrane.
Yeah,
Coltrane got him on that side too.
Yeah.
For me, he do.
yeah.
Yeah.
For me, he do.
So Trap loses another battle. What we doing?
No, Trap won this battle, bro.
Trap one.
That's just like Trap
This
beat
is why
Javon.
we here.
Trap
This
beat
is
Javon,
this,
too.
this is why we here.
Okay, so Trap got the crown. Trap got the back. Pause. That's 2. And what was the other category y'all gave him?
Top and left.
I didn't see the top yet.
Yeah, I gave him my top.
Yeah, I
Amai
think Amai got.
top.
I did see.
Lost
I'm sorry.
crown.
I seen
So
it.
he won sides and top.
This is top
Nah.
right here. This is the top.
Amai got a better top.
You got a
Paul,
better
Yeah,
top.
wherever 2 on top.
Hey, this Paul culture is messing up conversation. I know what we're talking about. Okay, the Paul culture is messing up conversation. He got a better top. No Pauls.
This is the left. This is the right side. So we give it top to Coltrane,
Yeah.
right side. I'm sorry, left side to Coltrane. Back is for
Trap.
What's the
Trap, Crown is
deciding
Trap.
factor on each side?
Right
What's the
side
deciding
for
factor
me
on each side?
is Flow. And I feel like is that a I feel like Flow, because I don't think it's a trap for. I don't think it's a fork on Trap's head, but I think it is a Flow. It's
And
a
that's
Flow.
where there comes a problem for me. If he don't got no forks, how is it losing flow and or connects? There's no discrepancies from crown to hairline.
On this pic right here, you
It's
say
the symmetry.
Trap ain't got no fork right there. It look like a fork to me.
That's what they said. They said it's forkless.
No, that's what Ben said.
Oh, in the four-way he presented for ES.
Oh, yeah. I think it's
not
just
a
the
fork.
flow.
It's not
It's
a
the
fork.
flow.
See it now?
No, I
Hit
don't
this
see the fork.
360, you'll see. Okay,
Yeah,
Trap is
look,
doing something.
I don't know how y'all
totally
gave him this side because I feel like Trap
different. Now,
is better.
Trap is about to do a 360. Okay, this is for the entire pattern.
I feel like my top was better. I feel like Trap had the better sides, in my opinion.
It looked like Trap got one better side, and it's possibly that right
The
side.
right side, and then you get a left side. Train did
Right
probably
side,
have-
I give it to Coltrane.
They flip. These cameras is flipped, so we might be calling the side.
That's on the video. I don't know if it's the light that was washing Trap sides away.
The side that's coming like a 540 side. I'm thinking that's his right side.
Yeah,
Mm.
but Trap won this battle.
So
All
Yeah, I
right.
thought Amai should have won.
looking at the screen, is
I
they right?
agree. I agree, Brett. I agree.
You feel like who won?
I feel
Am I?
like Coltrane should have won this battle.
Man, that's the same way. It always gonna. I feel like it's always gonna come down to personal opinion and preference.
For me personally, I feel like that's the issue. Like this is why we here. We're talking about voting and stuff like this. This is why most people, a lot of people, like even like take Tef for instance, he's charging $40 for a collage, and I heard BC paid the 40. Shout out to Ellis. Did that come out your pocket, Ellis?
You crazy as hell.
Ellis, did that come out your pocket, Ellis? Did you pay the 40?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's like, come on, bro. But I feel like that's one reason why he don't want to battle, because he feels like the judging itself is not. I feel like, cool, if I'm gonna come out and get cheated, I might as well just have you charge me. I mean, I'm gonna charge you for my collage. If you're
That's
gonna
why
cheat
it's
me.
coming. It's turning to just like the battle culture, man. They ain't letting nobody. It ain't no clear cut winner. Nobody gets to pick. Nobody gets to get a trophy at the end of it. The culture decides as a whole who won. It ain't no real scoring system. It's just the culture to the say who got 3-0, who got 2-1.
That's how they used to do, but then it always come back to people start cheating. They let their whole team come through.
They hold, and then like I said, they do the shit where you ain't in the prospect chat. I'm just helping y'all. So when I say, hey man, y'all go vote, and that's another thing too. People saying, hey, y'all go vote. They say that's not asking nobody to vote for you, but I'm not telling you to go vote for the other guy. I ain't saying, hey, y'all, go vote. The nigga just beat me. Go vote for him. Nah, bro, like.
Well, yeah, it's a double-edged sword though. You say somebody, you ask somebody to go vote for
The
you.
only thing you should ask people
To
to
go vote,
for,
they might not vote for you.
If you campaigning, you get to say, hey, y'all, come vote for me. Because you campaign. You don't get to say, hey, y'all, go vote.
Nah, no, you can't say go vote for me. I just say go vote. You can say go
I
vote.
feel like that's a safe go. I'm saying you because you, of course, you're not gonna say go vote for me.
Hey, Arlo, hold on real quick. Arlo, what's the name of the squad chat, Arlo? What's the name of the squad group that we got?
What you talking about?
The squad group that we have on Facebook.
You mean the dickheads? Are you talking about the dickheads with Mr. Swallow Me God with me? You talking about that?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm only going based on
what's the name of our personal that we do our tester page? Never mind.
Tester page.
Because we have a actual battle with Trap and Coltrane in a actual 4-way.
Yeah, that 4-way Trap beat him, I think.
Now check this out. Tell me how this contrasts. Tell me how you could. Tell me. I'm sorry, wrong one.
Is it 4-way presentation or 4-way manipulation?
Okay, and then we're gonna go from here, and I want to know y'all opinions on this because it's to the point where it's like, and this is what I'm trying to come together as far as there we go with the difference between 4-way and a live battle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you vote? Now, how y'all voting? I'm gonna start with you, G's. G's, how you calling this, G's?
I feel like trap waves, trap top is not really like a top angled shot.
You feel like
that flow looks a lot better
than the live. Than it did in the
live.
But we can say the same thing about Coltrane. He looked damn near forkless. But in the photo, I mean, live, you can see those discrepancies. You can see those forks.
Right.
So that's why I said the 4-way game and that crown shot needs to be replaced with a back shot.
See, on this one, I'm giving it to Trap because of his crown.
And his side is better than Coltrane.
And that's how we voted it. This is our tester page. This is our squad page where we post battles, we do our in-house stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So and I was, we all voted. I told Trap, I said, Trap, I give you the battle because of connections and your crown. I said, but Coltrane has the flow. You know what I'm saying? He has that flow. But outside of that, this is a tight battle. And when it became live,
he got flow in this 4-way. He has flow. But
who does?
You giving.
Oh, I apologize. I gave Coltrane flow, but because the actual deciding factor for me was the crown. Let me start over again.
I just don't like that shit. I don't like
his crown is a deciding factor for me, and I told that to Crown. That was a deciding factor for me. Like I got to give it to Trap, basically on his crown. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like that. But in a 4-way, it looks like this.
Trap, tap in, Trap.
I don't like that shit. I'll give it a fuck. I don't like that part of the game.
Yeah.
I don't like that. We could present a 4-way looking like something, but then we really, I like what Uncle Huey say. I walk around like this.
I walk around like yeah.
So,
but
I want to see in the 4-way how you really walking around.
That's what the live battles. That's a good look then on the live battles.
I like the live battles because look, I get to see how your waves are. I want to see the flaws. I want to be able to judge you by what it is, not by you presenting manipulation, because that's what it is. It's manipulation. You manipulated me into thinking.
Hey, Rati, how you scoring this, Rati? Ellis, you as well, Ellis. How are y'all scoring this?
Trap, I'm pointing out something in your favor. Trap, I'm trying to. You know what? I changed my mind. Amai whooped his ass. Amai whooped his ass.
Chill, Drip. Chill, Drip.
Amai whooped Trap ass. I vote for him on the live, and I vote for him on the show.
This is another tough battle, and I see y'all looking at it. And yes, you can zoom in on this. So, it's a tough battle. But what is the deciding votes for y'all?
I would give it to Trap.
I was gonna give it to
Trap. I feel like Train got a fork on his left on the top. Like if you look at the crown shot on the left side, you can kind of see the fork right there.
Yeah.
And then
Trap's crown?
Not Trap. I'm talking about Train. Coltrane. And Trap's crown is cleaner.
Yeah, the crown. It's definitely the crown.
It's the crown. And that's how I judge it as well.
The whole collage is cleaner.
It's clean.
It is. And that's what I was taking into account when I was doing the live. I literally was like, Trap waves, look at how they look presented in that last way I seen the Trap. When I seen it on the live, it looked like that. You get me?
Ellis, do you think Dream deserved to win Way with Thrones?
Drina? Yeah, when I first seen her collage, I was like, yeah, she's gonna be a problem if she can get past Gifted. I thought Gifted collage would have been a lot better. So she kind of, if Gifted, let's say Gifted was 6 months ago, Gifted, she wouldn't have got past him.
6 months ago,
like 3 to 6 months.
Man, I don't have her beating Gifted. I don't have her beating Gifted. That's
what I'm saying. Oh, you talking about the way it went down? You don't think she won?
I don't think she beat Gifted. And I'm gonna stand on my vote. I don't feel like she beat Gifted.
It was the clarity of Gifted's picture. It wasn't like last year. Last year, his shit was HD.
Oh, that's what it was.
Right here, Trap. Hit that yellow link, and then it's gonna take you to the steps you need to do to join.
Who is that?
That's Trap.
Oh, Trap. Okay, yeah, Trap.
Well, my phone might have done one day, fellas. You know, it's been 2 hours.
Right, T, I appreciate you, man.
We'll get y'all on the next trip.
Game is always appreciated. I was able to learn some new things today, and that's why I'm glad this platform is happening. Salute.
Definitely.
For sure.
Always happening.
Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Drip.
December 26th, y'all want to see a dead body? December 26th, bars and verses, man. Y'all be easy.
Salute, Drip. All right. Real quick, while we got y'all on here, real quick. Okay, we got Trap in here. Trap, what's up, Trap? But this is the battle right here. This is the battle right here that I feel like.
Again, look at the right of his crown. There are no defined waves to the right of his crown, like it should be.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So he lost crown.
He lost crown. No, well, the crown is still nice. I don't remember if I voted on this one or not. But I'm saying if those waves is not defined, then you not only lose definition, but you lose connections too, because I can't see the connections right there. So that's 2 categories in one section.
Waiver 2, crown. Ellis gave crown waiver 2, flow tie, connections waiver 2, definition waiver 2, overall waiver 2. Surrounding his crown isn't defined, nor can you really see it opposed to that area in waiver 2.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I think Easy, me and you was on here together. We watched this together, right? Like when we was talking about this, or did you come in like right after that?
I think I came in right after this because we didn't talk about this battle.
Yeah.
For me, I would throw in. I feel like the reason why Drina won is because everybody is saying fork to wave ratio. Because for me, I don't think that she won. If I'm judging the battle, I don't think that she won. We could clearly see that Gifted's crown, it may be light in that area, maybe because it's the lighting. Yeah. But if you really zoom in and look at that, You can see the connections going into his crown. You can see
it's that right side, G's. It's that right side.
You said it's that right side?
Yeah, the right. I'm sorry. The right of his crown. The right side of that crown.
And
area.
the bottom left
I can
too.
still see it.
The bottom going into the
let's take off this picture stuff. If he go like this, you would see that he got connections in that area. It's the lighting that's killing them. But Drina, if you look at hers, she got forks. She got forks coming out of that crown. You know what I mean? It's not a complete circle.
It's not a complete circle, and I agree with that. And that was my issue why I voted. John Wavy, tap in, bro. But I just
y'all
feel
can't
like,
see me, can?
Nah, I can't see you, but we can hear you, bro. How you scoring this? What are you giving this? And that was my thing. I gave gifted connections. Definition I gave to
because she got forks.
I actually wait a minute. Did I actually have Drina winning? I might have messed around and had Drina winning. I gave grounded 2, flow waiver 1, definition waiver 2, connections waiver 1, overall waiver 1. Now for me, it was the flow, and it was a flow from the crown out and the definition, and I'm sorry, crown out and the connections for me. Like I'm like, yo, what do we like? I don't understand. I understand the wave, the wave ratio and all that, but I really felt strongly that Gifted had this.
It's really his crown area. Like Jesus said, you can zoom in and see his waves, but I think the lighting or maybe he just need to grow some more hair to be able to like see like how his waves go in. But other than that, like if I was to like voted on this battle, I would have said both tops, you know what I'm saying? I would have probably gave it a tie because I really don't see no forks on her. I mean, well, you do see one on the right, on the left. But you can see like 2 waves going into one, but it's like on the side. You really can't see it.
Her transition.
His waves look good on the top. You know what I'm saying? I think on her side wave, she might like have like some little issues, especially on the right. But his sides, you know what I'm saying? Like,
come on.
It's his crown, you know what I'm saying? Just like our battle in the collage, it came down to the crown. Her crown, you can see her waves. It looks good from the back. She won the battle. Like,
now when you zoom in,
vote against, though.
When you zoom in on this picture, you zoom in all the way on both waivers. Who has the most visible waves?
Well, Drina.
It'll be her.
Drina.
And that's what makes it so easy to vote for her. Because I can see her waves better, whether it's a fork or not. They're more defined when you zoom in.
Exactly.
What about that crown though?
Her growing to his crown, man, this shit gonna be crazy.
What about Drina's crown on the right side?
I feel like people are like not taking I feel like people are not like really like looking at this crown like they just looking over the crown. Like, oh, outside the crown is dope, but nobody's like, yo, judging her crown. And how,
no, her crown has issues. Her crown has issues, but we're judging her crown with issues to his crown where it lacks definition on the whole right side of it.
But you can't even see her. You can't even see the
right
see
side.
Her.
Oh, you talking about on the right of it?
So dark.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So then that will go to direct. She should have lost directs then. Because you can't judge on something you can't see. That means she just lose that one. So she should have lost directs. Because now that's the same angle that RG3 do, and nobody say nothing. RG3 is offset, but she never centers it inside the collage. It's still offset.
No, it's still offset. She shows like her back, the whole thing. Right. She shows everything. Right.
And nobody say nothing because it's RG3.
Right.
We're not gonna get into that.
I'm not saying that.
We're not gonna get into that, Ellis, today, okay? You ain't supposed to be on here. You ain't supposed to be on here. It's my sister, and I'm fighting for her. Okay.
Right, Ellis. That's fighting.
Right. That's my sister. I'm fighting about that. But man, I want to appreciate y'all boys for coming on here, man, showing me some love, pulling up, and pretty much just giving the people an understanding of what it is of how they vote and how to vote. You know what I'm saying? Trap, I appreciate you coming through. Brett, you too. Ellis, I know you don't. I know you don't. But hold on, real quick before y'all do go. Yeah, before you do go, Ellis, let me ask you this: your categories. How are you deciding your categories? Like definition, connections. This is real quick, like a quick rundown. How are you judging connections? Like, how do you pick who wins connects?
You go with who has the less amount of forks,
Okay.
and who has the most connections, like visible connections. Like you can, some people, y'all, they mistake flow issues with forks and
Exactly.
definition issues. Like you really have to look at it. Like it could be lack of definition, but when you zoom in, it's a clear cut wave. So you really gotta analyze it, man. I don't think everybody does that.
So what about definition? How are you judging definition?
Definition is just the most visible waves.
Most visible waves. And what about crown?
Crown.
Now, I want to say this real quick. For me, I've been saying this. I used to judge crown as a separate category. Crown was all categories combined, and I would not. And me and GC even went back and forth in the chat one time about how I was voting about the crown. I would vote the crown separately. I would vote the crown, the connections, definition, flow. I would vote that separately. I wouldn't count all that into the entire pattern. And I had to learn and realize that I was wrong for that. So how do you vote yours?
So with crown, I look at the center of the crown and I go out about 2 or 3 waves. Okay, I'm looking at the tightness of the beehive, the swirl, are all the waves coming out of it, all the way out until maybe 2 waves out. Are the waves connected to the crown and coming out? So you got to look at the connections in the crown somewhat. You got to look at the definition of the waves coming out of the crown. You got to take all them categories and judge it in that crown out to, let's say, 2 or 3 waves. That's what I do.
Only 2 or 3 waves?
For just crown. Just crown. Now, if we talking about flow, then yeah, I'm looking at that crown all the way out to the hairline. I'm just talking about crown, though.
Hold on, what happened to where
I don't know. It put me on you,
it's the faces for me. It's the faces for me. It's the faces for me.
I'm like,
on my screen by it's the faces for
why
me.
am I the only one on the screen?
It's the faces for me.
He said about 2 or 3 waves. I'm like, dang, he can have a fork way out here on the crown, and you ain't gonna count that as a fork?
But that's okay. What are we counting as the crown? It can't go too far out because that's the rest of the pattern.
To me, let's say you count crown, you got a crown. Bro, all of this is crown. All of this, all up until you can't see no more.
It's just flowing. It's the flow that's going from your crown.
Yeah, all of this is crown. All of this.
Yeah.
Right. So that's still like 2 or 3 waves, depending on how many waves you actually got. But like, say for your texture or mine, well, we got 5 to 10 waves, then it'll be 3. But for Waldrina, it'll be probably 5 or 7 or something like that.
Okay.
Waldrina.
I was about to say, man.
The crown area.
That's what Banks was doing.
Oh, the crown area. We got the same texture. Me and Waldrina. I mean, just about.
We talking about in the center of Waldrina's crown out to like the 5th or 7th wave. Now she's.
Are you serious?
I'm saying if you gotta take the flow of the crown. So I can't just count the 2 or 3 rings and then the rest is all choppy after that. I gotta judge it.
I go like 3, maybe 4 ways out, and then that's it for my crown.
Man, I don't see how Gifted lost this one. I don't see how Gifted lost this one because it's the same concept. Waldrina, you can't see none of these waves right here. You can only see this piece of crown, and that's why I say y'all. I don't think people know how to vote on crown because you can't really see the waves in the back.
Gigi, how you judge
2
crown?
waves, that's it.
Gigi, how you judge crown?
I judge the entire crown.
Like how though? Like, are you going? Like,
let's say
what's
your
your process of it?
Let's say you a beehive waver.
Oh,
I judge each ring coming off of the crown.
Gigi, don't talk about
what?
We know you don't like the beehive guys. We know.
No.
Just,
I I would never go Beehive, but I have no. I'm judging
Yeah.
off of pure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I'm messing
Each
with
ring
you.
coming
I'm
off of
messing
the
with you.
crown. Now with the swirl, this is the center. I judge the flow coming off of the crown. Now, if you got a wave that goes right directly into the crown, no. That's flow issues. It needs to come off of the crown.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything needs to come off of the crown like that. And if you got a fork in that area, boom, that's a ding against you. Especially if you swirl. A lot of you vote like this: how tight the circle is.
That's a fact.
And that's not how you vote.
That's a fact.
That's not a crown. That's not a winning crown. If you can get it small, it's the waves coming off of your crown.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the waves coming off of your crown, Beehive. And Wadrina's, you can see the waves coming off of here, but right here, it's dark. Up here, you got a fork. Up top.
It's the left side for me that throws me off. That left side just throws me off. You know what I'm saying?
That left top.
No, the whole yes, the left top, but the left as well. Like I feel like her waves aren't as defined in that area. And again, it may be the collage itself, but you know, it is what it is. But we're gonna call it a wrap. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Shout out to everybody that came through. I want to spend a special shout out to Bars and Brushes for what they doing. They got something dope going on. Shout out to Ditto. I'm very upset about the people who didn't show up.
Man,
to
anybody
Bars
talk
and
to
Brushes.
Footy, man? I think he probably like.
Man, listen.
Like, he left
Big
the pages or something, didn't
WTBD. Ditto said Big WTBD, and it's too tough. Your hair looking dry like your toothbrush. I said, oh Lord, this hair boy is outside. But that's what it is, man. Shout out to Bars and Brushes. Make sure y'all tune in on the 26th of December. It's a big card. Me and Drip going head up. I got some bars for Drip. Shout out to her. Shout out to him. Well, them. Shout out to Maisha, who I was saying her about, who got a big tournament, NWA, National Wave Association, that she got going on.
Yeah.
Crazy rounds yesterday, as a matter of fact. Crazy rounds next week going on. Who is French Waver? I don't even know this guy.
First connection.
Spinning though.
I've never seen him before.
You have, bro. When they was in the contest, the last
he has
Wave
progressed.
Team battle.
He has progressed. He's on another level right now, and I would like to see him in an upcoming tournament. Hopefully, we got something coming up, and we can put it together. And
He said he coming for the U.S. He said they coming for the U.S. U.S.
And he is definitely here. He's definitely here. But again, we out. This is what we doing. Shout out to Brett. Thank you for sitting all the way through, Brett. I appreciate you.
Right.
And being able to come through and be able to take some jabs and come at you about how you voted, why you voted, and be able to let people know why you did that. It's a learning. It's learning. It's learning for everybody. Everybody took something from this. Ellis, I know how you feel, bro. I appreciate you for pulling up on me, man. Jeezy, that's my best friend.
Just let it fade out.
Shout out to G's. Trap, you already know. Big WTBD.
Big
We in here.
WTBD.
You also big WTBD. I don't care what nobody say. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy,
All right.
man.
All right, bro.
What we doing?